paint. They're not exactly double-teaming Bam Adebayo, but when he gets off to a hot start like he did in Game 2, they have to send extra bodies his way, even if it's that fake help where Kristaps, who perhaps might not be on him on that given possession, is at least just stepping towards him so that if Bam turns over his right or left shoulder, depending on where he is in the low block, he can at least try to contest it. Same goes for Tatum. Same goes for Derek White, Drew Holiday. These guys, as good as they are offensively, they're all very good defensively as well. So they understand how they can impact a shot, maybe make Bam miss a shot just by that weak side help. But when they do that, that's when the shooters get those opportunities. So I think if Bam can establish himself down low, if he can knock down some of those floaters that went in Game 2, didn't go in Game 3, try to get off the glass a little bit as well, those high arcing jumpers going for him, it's going to be a huge help for the Miami Heat because we know the math has to work out. Coach Spo's been very clear about that, and there's no secret to how Miami won Game 2. Bam Adebayo establishing himself down low is only going to help it.
In Game 2, the Heat did a really nice job on Kristaps Porzingis, held him to 0 for 4 from 3, but 1 of 9 from the field. And even though Boston only had 21 points in the first quarter of Game 3, it looked like it was a concerted effort to get him going, and he had 8 early with a couple of threes. He only had 9 shots for the entire game, but filled a presence in the early going. What can be done to keep him as ineffective as he was in the second game, but try to keep him a little bit off what he was able to do in the last game Saturday?
Yeah, so what you saw in Game 2 was Nikola Jovic starting on Kristaps Porzingis, but he didn't take, whether it was Caleb Martin, Nikola Jovic, Bam Adebayo, whoever was guarding him at times. Haywood Highsmith gets switched onto him, especially if the Heat are coming in transition, just have to pick up a body. He didn't take a single shot open. And I think that's the difference between Game 2 and Game 3, and certainly in Game 1 as well, where Miami was late on rotations, that ball swinging over to Kristaps, and he's just able to pull up over the top of anybody else closing out. So, you're always hearing, close out on shooters, make sure you have your hand up. But with Kristaps Porzingis, just doing that isn't good enough. I mean, you have to get up into him, and you have to force him to try to take a contested shot. And also, Tommy, in transition, Boston is as good as anybody as taking the Heat's turnovers, getting up the floor, swinging it, and finding who? The trailer, which is usually Kristaps Porzingis, who has no problem pulling up from the K in Kaseya. And on top of that, he can pull up from about 9 feet in the air as well because his wingspan is just so long. So I think, Miami has to be able to limit those turnovers. Again, we're going to say that all throughout this pregame show because of how important it is for Miami, but also make them take contested looks, not just closing out looks.
Hey, Heat fans, tonight's item of the game is our White Hot Playoff Tee. This white tee alerts the rest of the league as to your allegiance to Heat Nation and the quest for a deep playoff run. Get this shirt now at MiamiHeatStore.com or one of our store locations. Still ahead, there's no business like Spo Business. Jack speaks with Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra in a matter of moments. You're listening to Miami Heat Audio Experience.
This is Jason Jackson with the Miami Heat, and I'm here to introduce you to Accordis, preferred partner of the Miami Heat. Accordis provides the latest technology to help us and many more enterprises like yours to thrive with their solutions for network, managed print, IT security, and more. They hold one of South Florida's largest authorized partner networks, partnering with Cisco, Microsoft, Samsung, LG, Xerox, Dell, HP, and dozens more. Accordis gives your business the fast and effective tech game plan it needs to continue to win. To start winning with us, contact Accordis today at 1-888-331-3134 or visit them at www.accordiscorp.com.
At the UPS store, not every small business needs the same thing, but every small business needs something. We're the scanning and faxing store, the printing store, the packing and shipping store,
I need my designing place and my printing place to be the same place store.
We're the one-stop, right around the corner, everything you need so you can be unstoppable store. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. The UPS store locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
We love the game because anything can happen. There's no sure thing.
How did that go in?
Every play, every shot,
Are you kidding me?
every swing is a risk if you bet.
I can't believe that just happened.
There's no easy money. There's no luck. And no one wins all the time. If you bet responsibly and always set a limit. Learn more at responsibleplay.org.
Time for more of the Miami Heat audio experience.
The pregame show is underway.
I think it's just keep playing with pace, keep playing fast, keep sharing the ball, taking the right shots, making the right plays, consistent, and don't turn the ball over so much. Especially myself had a few turnovers that I'm not too happy with, but we just got to take care of the ball, get shots on goal, and keep making the right play, and just keep sharing the ball.
every time down to see Haywood Highsmith play close to their offensive capabilities. Welcome back, everybody. We're winding down the pregame festivities from the home base, the Kaseya Center. Your Miami Heat entertaining the Boston Celtics, the top seed with a 2-1 lead in the East first-round series entering game number 4. The biggest difference Drew Holiday sees from the defense Boston is playing to the ones that used to play against him over the years. They used to talk about playing defense. Now everybody, including the reserves, are locked into play it. That means not just 2 or 3 guys every time down. It's all 5. The Heat saw that in game number 3 Saturday. Now they need to find a way to conquer it. Jax chatted with Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra about mistakes that they need to keep those down in order to have a chance. Jax?
Tommy, thank you very much. Coach, one thing that I'd imagine was at the forefront of the film session was going through the turnovers, and not so much that there was a pile of them, but the reaction to them once the Celtics had the ball. Not a lot of fast break points. They were kind of setting up and methodically getting to what they wanted to after they got their turns. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, there was things on the stat sheet that didn't really indicate how damaging, those were. The turnovers, it wasn't an extraordinary number, right. But there was the points off turnovers, but it was more the feel. And we just were disjointed, after missing some shots, and then you add the turnovers, then nobody's really in rhythm. That has an effect. The same thing goes with the offensive rebounds. It's not like they had 25 offensive rebounds, right. But the ones that they had were impactful, 17 second chance points, but it felt like it was 30. It felt like we gave up 30 off turnovers. And in a game, that's, is highly contested, and the things that we have to do in our margin of error, all of these things add up. And, those were things that we addressed and looked at on the film, yesterday, including some other things. We have to play better. It starts with, being the hardest playing team, but we also have to play well, which we're capable of, and our guys, want this kind of challenge.
What is that perfect line of hard, physical, and then not crossing that line to where it's impacting you negatively with the whistle?
Yeah, you have to stay emotionally stable. You're seeing it in the other series, right? I don't have to bring up names, but you see teams, getting sidetracked by the officials or getting technical fouls or even getting tossed out. You just can't afford any of that. And that's the balance. That's the beauty of the playoffs. It brings out so many intense emotions. You have to compete at the highest level. You have to do it collectively. You have to trust each other. You have to have habits, but you have to remain emotionally stable throughout the course of all of that. And, for the most part, when we're at our best version, we toe that line, and that's where I want us to be. Not over the line, but I also don't want us being so cautious or passive that we're not anywhere near that line. We know where our best version is, and we have to get to that tonight.
Bam said in post-game after Game 3 that he will be screaming at other guys to catch and shoot the ball. Is that going to be necessary, or is that message kind of planted in that if you touch it and you're open, you better let it go?
Our guys, their heart's in the right place, but Boston has a good defense, and they do scramble. And when you do generate and get an open look, and we don't take that one, we're probably not going to get a better one. And oftentimes we get jammed up and not only get a worse one, but we get a grenade at the end of the clock or a turnover. Some of those things that have that, what I mentioned before, has a bigger impact. It feels like it's more than what it actually is. So our guys are going to be assertive. The decision making will be important, but I want our guys to play clear in the minds, play confident, let it fly. We know how to play together, and just really enjoy, putting on a show in front of our fans tonight.
All the best. Thanks for the time.
Okay. Thanks, Jack.
Tommy?
Hey, I'm looking forward to a show, Jax. I hope you are as well. Let's welcome back Alejandro. Jaime Jaquez Jr., first playoff series. Doing okay. Shot the ball pretty well, 40%, 27 from 3. But considering he's putting up consistent numbers, he's doing okay offensively while playing decent defense. It's asking a lot for him as a rookie to come in. Okay, now you're playing the top seed and Niko Jovic to fill a void. But what have you noticed from both as to why they've had their moments being tossed in this position that you hope keeps going?
Yeah, well, first of all, they've been relentless. I think you can credit both of them for checking that box. Jaime has been pressuring the rim. He's been getting to the rim. Doesn't matter who's in front of him. And Nico's doing what he's supposed to do. The ball comes to him. He's probably the only guy not afraid to let that thing fly. In Game 2, you saw Jaquez knock down shots from the perimeter, as you mentioned, Tommy. I think that's, kind of a big part for him as well, where he can't hesitate. And I know he wants to get to the rim. I know he wants to find Tyler Hero on that dribble handoff, Bam Adebayo on the dribble handoff. but if he gets an open shot, you want him to take it. And as far as Niko Jovic goes, his role now isn't just offensively to knock down threes, it's also to be a quality defender and to communicate with Bam Adebayo as well, because as we talked about earlier, he's tasked with covering Kristaps Porzingis. That's a major matchup for Miami defensively.
Well, Caleb Martin, only 6 shots in Game 1, 4 in Game 3. Not to make him a focal point tonight, but don't you have to get him involved in this offense?
Absolutely, Tommy. He can't have 4 or 5 attempts from the field in this game. It's just not going to happen for Miami if he's not a part of it. Doesn't mean he has to have 25 or 30. Doesn't have to be Code Red Caleb or whatever you want to call him, but he has to make an impact on both ends of the floor. You know it'll come defensively. Offensively, you want him attacking in attack mode the entire game, and if that 3 comes to him, hey, I want to see that twitch from Caleb Martin.
On the NBA schedule, Oklahoma City at New Orleans, game number 4. Thunder leads that series 3-0. Lakers in Denver, game 5. That starts at 10-10. Nuggets lead that one 3-1. Our producer Ben Rivera, assisted by Jimmy Garcia, Trevor Harris. Your Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics from the Kaseya Center. When we return, it's Jackson Amy. Now for Alejandro, I'm Tommy on the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
Visit Jason and Todd at the Diamond District.
Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Todd with the Diamond District. I believe in complete transparency. If you're shopping for diamonds in Naples, you're paying too much. If you're shopping in the Cape or Fort Myers, you also won't see the selection you deserve to have. If you're online, there's no human connection, and you won't know if your diamond is beautiful or not until it shows up in the mail.
Just because it's GIA certified doesn't mean it's brilliant. There's so much more to a diamond than its cut, color, and clarity that makes it beautiful. Visit us at the Diamond District for a non-commissioned and educational presentation, and quit paying more in Naples or buying blind from the internet. The Diamond District has the rarest diamonds from half carat to 10 carats. You won't find a bigger selection or better value.
And you won't find a better buying experience. Jason and I are in the store nearly every day, and we look forward to shaking your hand and welcoming you to our Diamond District family.
At the Diamond District.
It seems like all this AI stuff stirs up the age-old debate of man versus machine. Hi, it's Phoebe from the Good Feet store, and let me ask you, would you let a robot cut your hair? Would you rely on an app to teach your kid to ride a bike? Let's face it, some things require the human touch. People come to us seeking a solution to foot, leg, and back pain after trying all kinds of things, recommended by in-store machines or website blurbs. It's an impersonal, generic approach to solving a problem that's unique to you. No wonder those things don't usually work. At the Good Feet store, you'll meet with an arch support specialist who will take the time to learn about your needs, your feet, your lifestyle, and then fit you from over 300 models and sizes of arch supports designed for pain relief, better balance, and more comfort. See what we can do for you with a free fitting. Just stop in or schedule an appointment. With over 200 stores, there's likely one near you. Check us out at the Good Feet stores in Naples or Fort Myers or at goodfeet.com.
1059 Fox Sports Radio. White Hot Heat playoffs are back on the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
Joe's ball gets picked off by Bam. Get up and throw it down. Pushes up the middle of the floor. Pump fakes on the left elbow. He gets hit by Embiid. Knocks down the shot. Jimmy Butler go to the line for another.
This 2024 White Hot Heat NBA Audio Experience is being brought to you by Bacardi, a proud sponsor of the Miami Heat. Live passionately, drink responsibly. By Ticketmaster, official ticket partner of the Miami Heat, and by Kaseya, the official IT solutions partner of the Miami Heat.
You know, they're doing a lot of different things, you know, off the ball, just holding me, holding my jersey, like doing a bunch of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's competition. It's going to make me better. It's going to make my team better. And I'm here for it. I'm excited. Like, we're here. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Towards the ultimate goal, and if Tyler Hero and his teammates can solve one of the more difficult defenses for the second time in 5 days, things can be really interesting as the best of 7 as the clock ticks towards 10 p.m. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Kaseya Center as we set the scene for game number 4 of this Eastern Conference first-round series between the Boston Celtics and your Miami Heat, with the C's with the lead 2-1, along with Gary Abar, Ben Rivera, keeping the flow going from here. Trevor Harris, Jimmy Garcia, in our network studios. I'm Tommy Tighe. Now let's head over to my immediate left. Enjoy the outstanding radio voices of your Miami Heat, Jason Jackson and Amy Audibert. Jax?
Tommy, thank you very much. We go right to tonight's starting lineups for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, and Derek White. Here's Spo with the Heat's first 5.
This is the Miami Heat head coach, Eric Spoelstra, And here is tonight's starting lineup.
Tyler Hero, University of Kentucky.
Caleb Martin, Oak Hill Academy.
Jaime Hages Jr., UCLA. Nikola Jovic, Serbia.
Bam Adebayo, University of Kentucky.
Now for the Heat Health Report presented by Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. Celtics, no injuries reported for the Heat. Jimmy Butler, right MCL sprain, out. Terry Rozier, neck spasms, out. Josh Richardson, right shoulder surgery, not available. Amy is. Here are her keys to victory.
And the first one's so important that I'm sacrificing it to 12 minutes only, and that's punch first. And I'm talking about on both ends of the court. Miami, in Game 2, won the first quarter. When the ball's in the air, when it's on the floor, you've got to get it. You've got to hit your screens, not give up second chance points. Reestablish toughness in that first 12 minutes. Number 2, let him fly. And I'm talking about fire away on all cylinders. We know Bam is going to be very animate and colorful to his guards to let it go, and they have open shots. I think I want to see about 40 three-point attempts. You cannot hesitate against this team. And number 3, let's get to some screen assist bliss. Here's your example. Game 2, great game for Miami. They had 65 points off direct points off of screens. In Game 3, 29 points off of screens. They've got to use them. You've got to lean in. You've got to create a 2-on-1 at least advantage in that 2-man game.
Amy's keys to victory are brought to you by El Car Wash, official car wash of the Miami Heat. Our officials, the crew chief, Miami's own John Goebel, alongside is Courtney Kirkland and Mitchell Irvin. The alternate is JT Orr. In the replay center, Kevin Cutler and John's brother, Jason Goebel. Not spelled like this Jason. So from Stuart, Florida to West Palm Beach, Fort Myers to Naples, Fort Lauderdale to Miami, down throughout the Florida Keys, everywhere in between and beyond. It's time to ball, y'all. The Heat is on the radio. Miami Heat gathered under the basket in front of their bench, where they will attempt to score in this first half. Every person touching another before breaking and getting ready to go in the association, Miami Heat white. One note that jumped off the page to me, Amy, that is just really tough to get away from, is that the Boston Celtics, in their franchise's history, not necessarily this iteration, but they've never lost a series when taking a 3-1 lead. They get the win here. It'll be the 29th time the organization has done that. They have never lost. 28-0. Best record by any team in the nearly 80 years of this association.
Well, that's a pretty powerful stat, but Jax, you know what I'm going to say, right? They've also they know what it's like to come back being down 3-1.
Yeah.
Regardless, let's just worry about tonight. Let's even it up, and then we don't got to worry about no 3-1 either way. How about that?
Celtics have won 5 straight games in Miami. Think about that. That's crazy. I mean, that goes back to the playoffs where they had to do some things in this building to make that thing a series after being down.
Oh, that was the
0-3, right?
tip in, man. You're just making me cry. We haven't even started.
Well, I want to get it all out. I got one more. For you. The Heat have lost 5 straight home games against the Celtics. Their second longest home losing streak against any team. And guess what? Denver's the other one at 7.
Well,
so
hey,
what
at
I'm
least
saying
they're good
is,
teams. They're good teams.
And Miami's due. That's what I'm getting at. Celtics playing the role of the black hat, literally wearing their black jerseys with the green numbers and letters and the wonderful green piping.
And I'm reading that Chris Haynes, the reporter from TNT tonight, is saying that Bam called a very colorful team meeting after that Game 3. And that is what you would expect from the captain after what happened here. So you can talk about it all you want, but now it's time to be about it.
Tonight's game presented by Florida Blue, the official health solutions provider of the Miami Heat. Adebayo and Porzingis toe-to-toe. Porzingis wins the tap back into the hands of White. Moving right to left is Boston in this first half. He gets to Holiday. Top of the arc. He'll fire it to the far side. Arena logo to Tatum. Get it back to Porzingis. Left side of the arc. Now to Brown. Pump fakes. Drives left baseline. Feeds Holiday inside. Puts it up. Gets fouled. No bucket. He'll shoot 2 to start the game.
Jaime left his feet on the closeout. And that's, like, we talk about these little mistakes that Boston absolutely will make you pay. Defense is out of rotation.
Foul is on Bam Adebayo, his first.
That's not good.
As Holiday steps to the line. Listen, he is so impactful on the floor as he makes the first, and he does not do it with scoring. He has not scored 15 or more in a game since the middle of March. But a team best plus 23 in his 35 minutes the other day. Boston was -3 when he was not on the floor.
You watch him play. His defense, right here he is with Tyler, full court pressure, is impeccable. He's so tough on the ball.
Tyler gets free along the left side of the arc, flips to Nico. Nico snaps it back to Tyler. He'll drive the right side, right by Holiday, pump fake. Now back out to Nico for three. Nothing but net for Nikola Jovic. Heat up 3-2.
That's just great footwork and rhythm and unconscious shooting. You don't have a choice. You better shoot the ball tonight if you're open.
Tatum snaps to Brown left side. He'll power in on Tyler. Double team comes. He throws it away. Thought he had White. He doesn't. And down the stretch comes Hawkes. He gets it, puts it up, and bobbles out, but into the hands of Martin. And he'll get it up top to Tyler. Back to Caleb. Catch. Fire. He misses the three from the right wing, but you got to like the mentality, though, of wasting no time on an open look. Here's Holiday for three. Misses from up top. Martin with the one-hand rebound. White was in the vicinity. It didn't matter. Heat up 3-2. 10:45 here in the first quarter. Tyler, three-point look. He misses from the right side of the arc.
It's a good look, though. You got to shoot that on top of the ball screen in a drop coverage.
And Bose Brown over the top of Tyler. Nice and easy. Tyler got his hands out of there, so he didn't get a little cheapy whistle. But too easy for Brown on his first take right in front of the rim. They're calling it 7 feet. I'm going to call it 1 foot. Celtics up 4-3, 10-18, first quarter. Here's Bam. Fades on Porzingis, bottom of the circle. It bounces off to the right. Rebound behind the back dribble with a push ahead for Tatum. His first rebound. Still a 1-point game. Boston in front near the 10-minute mark here in the first quarter. Here's White catching, firing, and making, as Tyler was just a centimeter short on that contest from the right wing. First made three for Boston. Turns into a turnover for Miami. On the other end, Holiday the steal. And a scoop by Brown. Nothing right at the rack. As Bam was in the neighborhood making that hard. Up to Tyler for three. He got that one to go. His second take from downtown to make. He's got 3 points and a dime. He trailed by 1, 9:33 in the first.
Wide open in transition again. You have got to shoot those open shots.
Tatum feeds Holiday, diving down to the right block. He gets Nico, and so he pulls it out left side. And Nico not going anywhere. Drives him to the baseline. He got a reverse to go. That's veteran work right there. He saw the 6-10er and still got it to work.
Tough finish, but what you see there, Jax, Miami's not helping. They're not leaving those outside shooters.
Tyler, another gear, up with the left hand, and blew by everybody down the middle of the lane for the layup. Celtics 9-8, 8:58 here in the first quarter. Tatum with the right-hand dribble, right side of the arc, feeds Porzingis. Dealing with Tiger. And here comes Hawkes on the top side. A rip, and it's going to be on Hero. That's his first personal foul. Team second. Boston up 9-8. They're saying he was gathered. So Porzingis will go to the line.
Yeah, Tyler went for the strip and understand on the turn how if that ball's down there and it's Porzingis, maybe you will go for it. But at the same time, now you got to be really careful. Bam and Tyler with 2 quick early fouls.
Tonight's item of the game is our white hot playoff tee. This white shirt alerts the rest of the league as to your allegiance, and your allegiance is to Heat Nation. And the quest for a deep playoff run. Get this shirt now at MiamiHeatStore.com or one of the store locations. Porzingis makes them both. Celtics 2 for 2 from the line. Boston has not committed a foul just yet. Power inside. Yeah, there's Hawkes getting it deep in the right hand.
And he just beat Drew Holiday off the dribble and then spun on Porzingis in the paint. Get out of here.
More, please. Holiday. Rick from the right corner, but White gets it, flips it up. The bottom of the circle on the second chance opportunity.
And Jaime had an excellent box out on Jaylen Brown. He was getting wrapped up, and unfortunately it's a second chance. Got to be even tougher than that. But that was pretty tough.
There is an idea of freeing up Tyler Hero as both Martin and Adebayo provide some room. Martin gets the rock. Misses it, though, from the right corner pocket. Porzingis steps into a three up top. Misses that one. Caleb another rebound. His third in 4 minutes. 0 for 2 from the floor, though, as Tatum shoves Bam to the ground. And has the audacity to act like he didn't.
That credit that is exactly the opposite of what we saw in Game 3, where Tyler went right off Bam's hip. So you were closing the window for the defender to go through, and just watching Jason Tatum go right through the chest of Bam Adebayo. Sir, I know you don't get it called for a lot of offensive fouls, but that is one.
I'd argue
that
it was
a defensive fouls.
There was nothing basketball about that play. Shoulder down like he's trying to move. An offensive lineman out of the way trying to get to a quarterback. Here's Tyler on the drive. Put it up. Powered on the chest of Porzingis and got it in. Boston 13. Miami 12. Tyler leading all scores with 7. Here's Holiday. Left baseline. Gets it to Porzingis. Mid post. Tyler there again. All is lonesome. Here comes Nico to help. It was enough. Ball goes up on the second attempt and in. Are they going to count that too?
Well, it was the first. That should be 2 shots. And I thought Nico was... Love to see the replay. It was the first one. I mean,
Nico went for a swat on the second.
Yeah. But what I do like, though, Jax, and I don't want Tyler Hero fouling, right? I mean, he's aggressive. He's looking good offensively. He's already got one. And if he gets caught in isolations against Kristaps Porzingis, I mean, don't foul him. Please.
That one was on Nico, his first. Team's third. Porzingis makes the free throw. He's 3 for 3 from the line. That's his scoring. The only other attempt was the 3 that missed from up top. He's now 4 for 4. Boston up 15-12, 7:26 here in the first. Full court pressure from Boston. Inbound right to the middle of the floor from Tyler to Caleb, and he has an easy crossover. Ball across the line. To Nico for 3, misses from the right wing. Rebound inside, and got a loose ball foul, and it's going to be on Porzingis battling with Bam. And he can't understand how that's possible.
Well, he had Bam clamped up, and Bam was trying to box in, right? He had outside position, but he was trying to hold his stance. And then when he tried to break 3 to get back and run, KP didn't let go. So that's the officials' all eyes there.
He's looking to capitalize on another opportunity. Nico up top for 3. It's short. Into the hands of Porzingis with ease. Porzingis, that's his first rebound. Celtics 15-12, 7-minute mark here in the first. Tatum feeds a big fella inside, sandwiched by some white jerseys, but he can put it up and over the top, but it didn't go. Nice job by Jovic and Hawkins, making it a more challenging endeavor. Nico gets to Bam. Bam will face Porzingis. Power him into the paint. Throws up a hook. Missed it. A rebound easy for Tatum as he pushes up the right side after his second board. He's up top. So is Hawkins and Jovic. Snaps it into the far corner to White. Catch, fire. Misses. Ball knocked out into the hands of Hawkins. He'll pick it up. Doesn't have numbers. Picks it back out to Caleb. Bounce pass right back to Double J. Out to Tyler. Right side of the arc. Pump fake. Moves it to Bam up top. He'll dive down. Throw it to nobody. Nico came out of the corner where he was. And Bam didn't see it.
And Nico, I thought he was doing the right thing. He was lifting on penetration to try to give that kind of relief cut. Those are the ones that kill you, Jax. But listen, it's a 3-point game, and Miami is coming out aggressive on the offensive end, which you absolutely needed to see.
Celtics 15, Heat 12, 6:13 remains in our opening quarter of round 1. Game 4 in this Eastern Conference first round matchup between the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
When it comes to basketball in Florida, Valley Sports Sun is the heart of the state, bringing you to the hardwood for all the biggest moments.
Come on, he's on fire.
Watch your hometown team turn up the temperature as they battle the very best around the league.
Oh, my.
Plus, pregame with your favorite Valley Sports team before and after each game for the Heat live pre- and post-game shows.
Yes.
Catch the Heat all season long on Valley Sports Sun, the Valley Sports app, and Valley Sports Plus.
Imagine a bank that is always in your court, one that sees their customers as part of a team with a common goal to achieve your dreams. Well, imagine that. There is one. We're Amerant. We're ready to help you wherever you are in life, and just as importantly, wherever you want to go. Because at Amerant, we want you to live a life beyond what you could imagine. Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat. Member FDIC.
Injured in a crash? You deserve Anajar Levine. We stand up to the big insurance companies. They want you to settle for a fraction of what your case is worth, but we'll fight to get you the maximum money for your injuries. Experience the Anajar Levine difference. Call me, Glenn Levine, at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Main office, Fort Lauderdale. Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Back to Miami Heat action. The Heat is on the radio.
This competition is going to make me better. It's going to make my team better.
Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics is going to be a battle. It's going to be a dogfight.
We just got to be, dogs from the start. And I think that's who we are, and that's what we should do.
We understand the challenge, and that's what our competitors love about this series. We know we have to play hard, and we also have to play well.
Just hit bodies and be physical. Be the team we are. We're a gritty, physical, defensive team. And you got to bring that edge. I'm here for it. I'm excited. We're here. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Welcome back to Kaseya Center here in downtown Miami, Florida. Boston 15, Miami 12. And Amy, early in this one, neither team lighted it up. Boston 4 of 10, Miami 5 of 13. Only 1-3 separates between the two. A combined 3 for 12. 6 for 6 at the line, though, for Boston. The Heat haven't been there yet.
But they have 3 more attempts from the field, and I think getting more shots up is had to have been a focus coming in. A big onus right now on Kevin Love and Haywood Highsmith checking into the game. They've got to bring energy.
Got Pritchard in as well with Horford. You got that Horford-Porzingis tandem going on. As Brown gets the free throw line, snaps to White, he'll catch on fire, left side of the arc, got it.
Tyler and Caleb both in the area, but either one commits.
Celtics 18-12, 5:46 here in the first quarter. Caleb up top gets to Kevin. He'll face Horford, looking to do something with it. How about a bounce pass to Tyler? Snap back to Kevin. Wide open for 3. He misses from the top of the arc. Porzingis the rebound, stumbling back, flips it to White. He'll push up the right-hand side. Change gears, drives right by H. Got it up and in. Nice job changing pace to create the space.
And he's their X factor, Derek White. Great shooter, but man, he's quick too with the hesitation. And that's against Haywood. Fantastic defender.
First double-digit score, baby fluke from Tyler goes at the bottom of the circle. He got deep in the trees. He has 9 points. Only eclipsed by the 10 from White. He trailed by 6, 5:43 here in the first. Pritchard flips it to his left to White. He'll catch, he'll fire. He's still hot. Timeout, Miami. Derek White is 3 of 4 from downtown in this game. Multiple three-point shots made in 11 straight playoff games. All of them against Miami.
Well, and on that look, yes, Tyler's in his area, but you don't have a hand up. He's absolutely going to rise and fire on top of you. The guy's hot, and he's feeling good. It's automatic, and it's Tyler and Caleb, once again, kind of in the area, but not on time.
This regular season, a career best, 39.6% from downtown for Derek White. He's shooting 42% so far in this series against Miami. 23-14, Boston has the edge. 4:58 remains in our opening quarter. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics CELTICS experience.
This is Jason Jackson with the Miami Heat, and I'm here to introduce you to Accordis, preferred partner of the Miami Heat. Accordis provides the latest technology to help us and many more enterprises like yours to thrive with their solutions for managed print, IT security, and more. They hold one of South Florida's largest authorized partner networks, partnering with Cisco, Microsoft, Samsung, LG, Xerox, Dell, HP, and dozens more. Accordis gives your business the fast and effective tech game plan it needs to continue to win. To start winning with us, contact Accordis today at 1-888-331-3134 or visit them at www.accordiscorp.com.
Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of seats available for every game. As the official ticket marketplace of the Miami Heat and the NBA, Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Buy or sell tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/heat.
At the UPS store, not every small business needs the same thing, but every small business needs something. We're the scanning and faxing store, the printing store, the packing and shipping store,
I need my designing place and my printing place to be the same place store.
We're the one-stop, right around the corner, everything you need so you can be unstoppable store. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. The UPS store locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Back to Miami Heat action. The Heat is on the radio.
4:58 to go in the first quarter. Boston with a 23-14 lead on Miami. There are some who feel Derek White hadn't had much of a chance to showcase his skills in this series, only averaging 16-plus points, 4-plus assists. Some Boston pundits are already considering this series might be over anyway. Why utilize the backcourt at this point? Well, White usually initiates, and Drew Holiday comes more off the ball at 6 points a night. The veteran isn't exactly lighting it up, but maybe less wear and tear on the 33-year-old will help in later rounds, they feel. The idea has merit, even though Tatum and Brown will still go a lot of ISO. Alejandro can play the point in this team, and it really won't matter. White will have his day in the postseason, many believe, and hopefully maybe it's next postseason. But out of the blocks too quickly tonight, Jacks, with 13, one less than Miami as a team.
Tommy, this regular season, Derek White had the second best average plus-minus in the NBA, second to only the Joker. I'm not sure what Alejandro's plus-minus was, but it was up there, baby. Here comes Caleb, gets it to Tyler. He finds his way into the paint right side, stumbles a bit, and gets called for it. Got caught kind of in the backwash of a lot of big bodies on the right side of the paint.
Right. I think that's twice in this early game. Tyler and Caleb both have done it now where they've willed themselves to the rim, and then at that point, I think you got to try to shoot the ball, right? Like, even if you don't feel good about it because this team is too good on the kick out.
White moves it to Horford, a handoff to Brown, top of the arc. Page standing his ground, but Brown driving him all the way down to the bottom of the bucket. And then H gets hit for the foul when he got him there.
Todd Haywood done everything so great, and then he went to go reach for the ball, and I think if he would have just stayed square, it's a no call because, I mean, you know, on the other end, Miami's attacking too, but it's just Miami's, on their defensive end, they're going for the ball, and it's costing them.
Brown to the line. We're in the thick of the first round matchup, and we want you in Kaseya Center. Head to heat.com/playoff tickets to get your tickets for Game 6 if necessary. Support your Heat as we battle to advance the postseason. The games in the Heat House are intense, and the tickets are hot, so get them now at heat.com/playoff tickets or ticketmaster.com. 11-2 run after that free throw made by Brown for Boston, up 24-14. He misses the second one, but gets it right back, loses it to Tyler on the right side of the paint, and here he comes. Gets it to Bam. Top of the arc, now the circle, a drop by Horford, forced inside by Bam that Pritchard knocked out of bounds, trying to get it into the hands of Caleb Martin.
And just a little hesitation on the last two possessions for Miami on the offensive end. They got to get back to being intentional and attacking. With Al Horford on the court, I think you got to put him in a ball screen every single time.
Belated happy birthday and happy girl dad to DeLon Wright, who's in the game now. New baby girl. Personal reason why he missed Game 3. I mean, Caleb took about 4.8 seconds to get that ball into Bam. Takes Horford down to the bottom of the circle. Puts it up as he fell. As Horford got out the way for Bam, who was being aggressive, and no bucket for Bam. Here's Brown working the other way. Got a jump ball in there, no? Ball right back to Brown, and he put it in after H, I thought, smothered it while he still had two hands on it. 26-14 is the result, though. After Brown's bucket, he has 5. Here's Tyler, right elbow jumper. Air ball. Brown has it pushing the other way. Left side of the yard. Pops it out top to White. He'll fire. He makes his 4th 3-ball in 5 tries in 8 minutes. He has 16 points. Nobody's close. 29 on the board for Boston thanks to that 16. Caleb drives to make it 16 points for Miami, matching the total of Mr. White.
You had to score on that possession. You've got to keep yourself in the fight. You really do.
Trailing 29-16. Pritchard takes it down to the baseline. Kicks it out to Hauser for 3. He misses. Horford tips it right into the hands of Pritchard. Gets mid-post right side, up top to Brown. He dribbles down right into the chest of Bam. No call. Bam gets the rebound off the miss. Now he's pushing up the right side. This is the right elbow. Down the bottom of the circle. Fade. Jumper right over the top of Al Horford for 2. Bam's first make in 4 tries. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for the man in the middle.
And he looked like he fumbled the ball on the way up. He's able to get it through. Big stop right here for Miami. You got to try to fight back into this one.
Here's White driving down to the bottom of the circle. Pauses, puts up a brick. Pulled down by Wright. He'll push it up the left-hand side. Uses a screen from Tyler to get a little deeper. Bottom of the circle, kicks it to H for 3. And he throws up a hard one. And a timeout on the floor allows us to pause 10 seconds to allow for station identification. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
105.9 Fox Sports Radio. We are Fox Sports. WSSX HD2 Estero. Listen anytime on the Fox Sports Radio app.
Boston 29-18. 2:20 remains in this opening quarter that the Celtics have been in control of the entire time.
I kind of like the timeout, Jax. Miami's getting shots, but they're not going in, and you got to stick with it, right? But on the other end, Boston's taking advantage of a lot of their guys. I mean, Derek White, obviously. By the way, that little individual 8-point run he went on happened in 1 minute and 15 seconds. So that's just scoring on a high clip. But you can tell that Spo's really trying to just manage the game in increments here. You've gotten a couple unanswered buckets now, 11-point game, which is great, but I just think that when Miami's offense is kind of, well, they're not scoring, whether they're getting buckets or not, it can't affect you on the other end of the court, and so I do like that decision.
The Heat have hit 8 of their first 20, 9 of 19 for Boston, and 2 of 9 from downtown for Miami, 4 of 9 from three-point range for Boston.
And Patty Mills checking into the game, which I thought he gave excellent minutes in those fourth quarter, and I know the game was kind of out of reach at that point, but he took 3 charges, got credit for 1, hit a big 3, which was an and 1 3, and by the way, his experience, right? And here he is, full court pressure on Peyton Pritchard, who just pushed off him again.
For Mills, 97th career playoff game. A moving screen by Holiday allows Pritchard to get the ball to Tatum, attacking left side of the paint. Mid-post snatches away from H, kicks it out top to Holiday, right back to Tatum on the left wing with Highsmith behind him. He'll elevate for a jumper with 3 white jerseys in front. To the floor he goes, and it'll be a foul on Jaquez.
That's just a backbreaker. You get him in isolation with about 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Bonus time for Boston as well. And the remaining 1:58 here in the first.
This will be free throws 9 and 10 for Boston and 0 for Miami. So they've got to continue to attack, and they've got to draw a couple whistles themselves.
Tatum and Porzingis with the only personal fouls, neither of them shooting fouls in the first 12 minutes. Tatum makes the first of 2. His first points of the contest, and he makes the second. 6 minutes, he has not taken a shot of record. As you wipe away that left baseline jumper, 2 for 2 from the line, 2 points, 2 rebounds, assist for Tatum. Here's Jaquez, right side, pump fake. Now he's going to drive Pritchard into the mid-post, spins, Fires it over to right, who pump fakes, drives the baseline, snaps to Hawkins, gets up and throws it down with both hands. Didn't like the hesitation from three, but he saw something we didn't. Kick ahead to Hauser quickly. Now Tatum has it up top. Celtics up 31-20, 1:26 remains in the opening quarter. Pump fake for Tatum. Now a long three from up top. Nothing but net. His first take of the contest from 27 feet, and he was tickling twine. 34-20 with $1:10 to go here in the first. Hawkins up top, drives behind a Bam screen. Leaves it for Bam. Free throw line jumper. Money. Bam's second making 5 tries. He has 4 points. First dime for Hawkins. He trailed by 12. Inside a minute to go here in the opening quarter of Game 4. Tatum. Right-hand dribble, uses a screen from Pritchard. Double team on the right elbow on Tatum. He gets it to Horford. Out top to Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Right down the middle of the floor. A double pump scoop for Pritchard. He missed it, tipped it back. Wright got the rebound on the second miss. Now he pushes down the other end. Simmers things down. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Celtics up 34-22 in the first. Wright picks up his dribble. Looking for somebody. Got it to Mills. Got it back. Has a Bam screen. Rejected. He got fouled by Holiday. Late whistle on it, but a whistle nonetheless.
There's your experience in DeLon Wright when you just talk about a guy who's a vet. Because Drew Holiday was in his shorts and he was well off the three-point line. Could hardly even use a Bam ball screen because he couldn't see it, but he stuck with it and he kept his handle and kind of drew that foul. So all those little things, that's what keeps you in this ball game.
So with this possession with 19.6 remaining, 14 on the shot clock, Tyler back in and Wright will sit down. Hauser out and White's back in. Far side inbound for Hawkins. Gets it into Tyler. Got 13 seconds to work. Here comes Holiday, of course. Screen by H, rejected by Tyler. He's got open space, throws it up to Bam! 2 hands from the heavens over the top of Horford.
And all Tyler did was reject the ball screen. Everybody thought he was going to take it, and he went the other way with a little spin.
Thank goodness, because he had no room the other way. Here's Tatum. Just dropped H on the floor. Jumper goes up. Missed it. He wants to know why he didn't get another foul call. We'll just call for the end of the first 12 minutes. He's down 10 after 12. 16 of those 34 points on the board for Boston from one Derek White in 10 minutes. 6 of 8, including 4 of 5 from downtown. The Heat led by the 9 points of Tyler Hero in 10 minutes. He also has 3 assists, but Boston 34-24. This is the Miami Heat audio.
Hey, Sean Hannity here for Cathedral Roofing Innovations. Now, it's been well over a year since Hurricane Ian hit and went through our little slice of paradise. Many homeowners have heard my message to rely on Cathedral Roofing Innovations. If it's tile, metal, shingle, residential or commercial, Cathedral Roofing Innovations has you covered. Now, if you haven't had your roof inspected recently, you need to call Cathedral Roofing Innovations today. And in addition to roofing, they just recently partnered with Signature Gutters, who have more than 20 years experience in gutters, soffit, rescreening, and Signature exterior experts for all of your home's pressure washing needs by a licensed professional. Cathedral Roofing Innovations, Signature Gutters, and Signature exterior experts that stand behind their work to your satisfaction. So get your roof secure by going to cathedralroofingflorida.com. That's one word, cathedralroofingflorida.com.
This message is sponsored by the Florida A&M University Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Mary on Demand is live. Start your marijuana education journey today and learn more with Mary on Demand. Take the Self-Guided Education Series at your own pace. You'll decide what you'd like to learn and when. Visit mary.famu.edu to learn more. That's mmeri.famu.edu. Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
105.9 Fox Sports Radio.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tyler Hero of Your Miami Heat. Now back to more of tonight's game with Jax and Amy on Your Miami Heat audio experience.
Tyler, thank you very much. In nearly 10 minutes, he hit 4 of his 6 shots, including a money ball, dishing off 3 leading the Heat in scoring, but it is a 10-point game. And I'm looking at that free throw line, Amy, and I see a 9-point differential as Boston had 10 opportunities at the line, making 9. The Heat not one free throw in the first quarter.
And then when I hear that, I look at attempts in the paint, and Miami's actually taken one more shot than Boston in the paint. And you have to keep attacking if you're Miami. You cannot say, oh, we're not getting that benefit and back off. You actually have to go harder. I thought there was 2 instances. Tyler and Caleb should have taken the shot and tried to draw the foul, because you're right, that is a discrepancy where I thought Miami came out firing a lot of threes, which you were expecting, but they've also taken it in the paint. I mean, they're 18-10 in the paint scoring column.
If you want to rep your Miami Heat on the road, here's what you got to do. Head to your local DMV office or log on to heat.com/viceplates for a list of locations to purchase the best license plate in the state. A portion of the fee benefits associated charities and the Florida Sports Foundation. So log on to heat.com/viceplates to get your plates. Here we go. Start of the second quarter. Jaquez, Adebayo, Highsmith, Wright, and Mills going against Hauser, Pritchard, Holiday, Porzingis, and Tatum. Hauser getting a full dose of Jaquez. He powers up right side, misses. Rebound by Porzingis. Celtics 34-24, 11-34 here in the second quarter. Tatum gets the right baseline. Pops over to the mid-post right side, misses the fadeaway. Bam with the rebound. His third. Tatum 1 for 3 in 9 minutes. Bam, free throw line jumper, rattles out.
He's got to take that, though. Porzingis is backing all the way to protect the rim. He has to keep shooting that to engage him and pull him away from the hoop.
Bam, 3 of 7 to start. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists in 11 minutes. Porzingis for 3 up top. Oh, man, that thing looked hard, but it went in and just shimmy the nylon. His first make in 3 tries. So 2 of 6 between Tatum and Porzingis. You add in Brown, that's 4 of 11. So Heat defense doing their job as H swirls around the baseline. Pump fake for Porzingis, then a little pusher lob. Missed it, tapped up, and off into the hands of Tatum. He'll jog it up left side. Celtics 37-24, 10:37, second quarter. Tatum flips to Holiday at the top of the arc. He'll dive down right side. Put it up. Got it. Holiday's second make in 4 tries. He has 6 points. 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. 39 for the Celtics. He'd have 24. Long 2 for Patty Mills. Doesn't go inside the left wing. Rebound for Porzingis.
Miami in the last 3 possessions has missed 3 non-paint 2s, or not mid-range 2s, if you will.
Porzingis misses from the left side of the arc. Pritchard allowed to just run right into Jaquez as he pulls down the rebound. No whistle. So Age now to Mills, directing Trafford. Gets it to Bam, handoff back to Mills. Pritchard picks him up, trips him up. And that'll be his first personal, as Mills was trying to get down the right side of the paint.
And what's
non-shooting foul, by the way, again, for Boston.
Sure, you just draw the foul, which is great, but it allows you to check Tyler Hero back into the game. Miami has to, again, you look at these empty possessions, 3 consecutive empty possessions, and this one's already, of course, you draw the foul, but you got to score, Jax. You got it's a 15-point game, and I think that this was kind of that biggest margin, and you're in trouble if it goes bigger.
Heat Nation in the building trying to put some fire into it. Backdoor cut by Tyler, and he gets hit for traveling.
It's Porzingis. Tyler made a great backdoor cut, was wide open, but then KP rotated down, and he could sense that he was there.
Swore he got a dribble down there before, but those feet moving faster than the orange leather. Boston 39, Miami 24, 9:33. The attack by Tatum gets knocked out of his hands and off him. It's going to be Heat ball. Nice contest by DeLon Wright, who has the ball to bring it up. Moving to his left along the ball and flame. Gets it to Bam. Gets it right back. Uses a Bam screen. A little runner. Bounces off the back iron. Ball is loose. Loose ball foul. It's going to be on Bam this time.
Yeah, that's Bam's second. Man, and Bam's frustrated because I got to tell you, if he's going to take fouls, they're going to be harder than that.
It's both him and Porzingis just grabbing for the rock.
to play very smart on the defensive end. He cannot afford to pick up a third.
Personal fouls are 6-2 Miami. But it's when the fouls are called and what's happening. As Boston is 9 of 10 from the line, the Heat have not had a free throw attempt as White oddly misses. Swirling around the paint from left to right. They have the handoff to Tyler, kicks to Jaquez, wide open for three, right side. Misses that money ball. Tatum now dealing with Wright. Stand right in front of him, and that arm bar. Are you kidding me? I mean, he just dribbled the ball out of bounds. He can't complain at all. He gets away with that arm bar from the shoulder up to the elbow nonstop. He gets away with it.
But he is.
Man, listen, he's to no avail. Heat ball.
That's the most important thing, right? Just retain possession back. You're still sitting at that 15-point margin.
Here's H driving down, throwing up a runner. Got it! And a foul on Tatum. H will go to the line after a little pusher love from the bottom of the circle. A little one-hand runner and a shove.
Well, and he crossed Tatum up to get into the paint. And I love that response for Hayward, who in that particular matchup, he has to take on so many times in this series, in this matchup, and he doesn't get the benefit usually because it's Jason Tatum on Haywood Highsmith. But he continues to attack, and you love that for him. This is the first free throw attempt for the Miami Heat.
First Heat points of the quarter as well. 5-3 the separation. Boston. Here's White, the hot hand, firing from up top. It bounces off. Ball caroms out to H. White now 4 of 6 from downtown. Highsmith drives. Ball knocked away, and it's going to be off Miami. And H has got to just go up and power with it. He tried to flip it back over his shoulder.
I don't know why it wasn't Porzingis. That's the only guy I could see that. It was Derek White, and he had the lane. There's 3 times now in this game where Miami's just bailed out Boston.
Next dead ball, Caleb Martin will be back in. Porzingis working on H at the free throw line. Pump fake goes underneath. Got him up in the air again. Nice contest. Nice work by H. Didn't bite on any of it. A miss by Porzingis. Bam with his 5th rebound. Right into Porzingis. Throws it up. Got it. Nothing but net for Bam as he bounced off the chest, laid back, and let it go. Back to a 10-point contest. Celtics in front. 39-29. Your largest lead has been 15. 7:27 here in the second quarter, and a foul on H trying to poke the ball behind Brown on the right side of the paint.
You can't go for that unless you've won the battle with the feet, right? You got to get at least one step over, or you'll hear a 3-quarter front. But Haywood lunged at that ball. He was just a little behind. Where you're happy with if you're Miami is the exchange Haywood for Caleb Martin, so you don't take a step back defensively.
Haywood Highsmith with 2 personal fouls. The team has 2 to give, so does Boston till bonus time. 10-point game with 7:20 remaining in the second quarter. It's Brown working on right. The push off, the fade, the jumper doesn't go. Off the right block. Right will push it up. Pauses in the middle of the floor, gets to Bam. Bam a handoff to Tyler, top of the arc. Tyler to his right. It's another screen, but a double team on him. Ball ripped away, but out of bounds as Holiday got it. But his first dribble was on the sideline.
And you're just lucky in that. That spacing for Miami was tough. Both Caleb and Bam tried to set ball screens for Tyler, but that means you're bringing multiple defenders up. And one of those defenders happens to be Drew Holiday, so Tyler's in the corner almost of the half court, and that's a tough position to be in.
Jaquez out. Nico back in. Horford's in as Porzingis gets a breather. Might want to do some in-paint attacking as Tyler does. Scoops it up and gets blocked by White, but right in the hands of Wright. Gets it to Caleb. He'll drive, lose the rock. And a shot clock violation, a part of it. We've got a timeout on the floor. 6:49 our mark here in the second quarter. Still 39-29.
And this is, again, one of those timeouts. I love how Miami's using them. Just calm down, right? Things are sticky. You have to control this game. You got it back to 10.
10-point game. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Can health insurance be a doorway to a healthier life? To yoga classes? To nutrition classes? To nurses you don't need an appointment to see? Or even community specialists who give you access to helpful resources? It can. Our Florida Blue Centers offer all that and a whole lot more. All you have to do is walk through the door. What else can health insurance do? Find out at floridablue.com. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. Florida Blue is a trading of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of seats available for every game. As the official ticket marketplace of the Miami Heat and the NBA, Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Buy or sell tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Heat.
Hi there, Heat fans. This is Tommy Togg of your Heat audio experience. Join me every weekend on Heat Weekly to get you ready for the week's slate of games with some insider information. Every week you can listen in as I'm joined by your favorite Heat players and coaches.
I will bring this organization another championship. Excuse my language, but I'll die for this.
We had 2 and 3 of the best players in the court. I think that our team is one of the best teams of all time. We have everything that we need to compete for a title, and that's what matters.
Make sure you tune into Heat Weekly every Saturday starting at 10 a.m. on your favorite Heat station. Go Heat.
Fly to Philly, take off to Tampa, depart for Denver. Following your team on the road is more rewarding with the American Airlines Advantage program. Your flights and everyday spend not only earn you miles toward your next trip, but also loyalty points toward Advantage status. All the more reason to purchase both a home and away jersey. With status comes great benefits like priority boarding, free checked bags, and complimentary upgrades. Not a member? Enroll for free today at AA.com. American Airlines, you are why we fly. Terms and conditions apply.
Back to Miami Heat action. The Heat is on the radio.
6:49 to go in the first half. 39-29, Boston on top of your Miami Heat. It's been a playoff buzzword forever, it seems. Adjustments, the lifeblood of a team who lost the previous game and needs to turn it up a notch. So when asked about what adjustments were made to hold the Heat on Saturday, Joe Mazzulla said yesterday, not many. It's a trigger word at this time of year. We played harder, we played smarter, we played tougher. The simpler you make it through stress, the easier the game becomes. Well, the Celtics practiced Friday and held a shoot-around on Saturday to discuss, I don't know, call it what you want. He's also done the same in the last 24 hours. He calls it a trigger word after a 20-point victory. It's really, bottom line, adjustments. Jax hopefully needs to make a few more in tonight's game.
How about some made shots, Tommy?
That'd be just as good, if not better.
I'm good with that. Boston's only made 2 of 9. It's just Miami matched it. 2 of 9 in this quarter. And 5-5 is the score in the quarter, but a 10-point separation. That's Boston established in that opening quarter.
Well, both teams have taken 32 shots from the field, but Boston is plus 8 points from the free throw line, and they're plus 12 points from the three. So while Miami is matching that pace in terms of attempts, to your point, they got to make a couple more. Speaking of which, welcome into the game, Duncan Robinson.
Robinson out on defense with Wright, Hero, Martin, and Adebayo going against Brown, White, Holiday, Pritchard, and Horford. White with the rock on the far side, Kaseya center logo, moves it to the top of the arc to Holiday, gets to Brown, he'll attack, down to the left block, back out top, gets it to Holiday, he'll dive down to that spot, ball down, get the dribble back up like Curly Ringo, and got a bucket off the glass. An impossible angle on one knee.
And you can't let that stuff deter you, right? Like, you just can't, because DeLon did almost everything right on that possession.
Holiday with 8 points. Here's Tyler, sidestep for 3, far side, missed it. Bam, the tap into the hands of Horford. Wright almost had it. Pritchard will jog it up left side. Leaves it for Brown. Hesitation, now the drive, push off of Duncan. Drives to the paint, scoops it back up a little too hard. Bam rips it down. His 6th rebound to go with 8 points. 2 assists. He trailed 41-29. Bam, the attack, right hand, left side, got it off the glass. Horford never had a chance.
Have to attack him every possession. I know it sounds silly. It's simple, but it's kind of like just the easy way. And what is that?
That's a trip call on Caleb Martin.
Oh,
and
man.
Pritchard fell over that dog. For Caleb, that's his first personal foul. 41-31, Boston in front. 5:40 here in the second quarter. Their largest lead, 15. Been 10 for a minute. Bounce pass in from Pritchard to Brown. He's backing down. Tyler kicks it back out to Pritchard for 3. He misses that. And Bam will get the one-hop rebound, his 7th. Across the timeline, Bam brings it up. Hand off to Duncan. He looks up. Stutter steps. Gets his steps together. Gets it back to Bam. Up top, he's going to attack Horford. Pump fake. Horford did a nice job staying in front of Bam. Flips it back to Caleb. Caleb, right elbow jumper, air ball.
Horford got a piece of the ball or a piece of Caleb on that. I'm not sure which one it was.
As Tatum into the game on the dead ball.
It was frustrating with possessions like that, Jax. It's not effort. They're trying to snap into things quickly. Their spacing was an issue that time, right? And that's what allowed Horford to recover onto Caleb. Just when you take your time, you're going to get something in that look. That's a fine line between doing it quickly but then not hurrying through it.
Holiday sits as Tatum returns. White, bounce pass to Pritchard, leads him to the free throw line, back out to White, pump fake, left-hand dribble, along the arc on the left side, now in the face of Duncan, lets it fly, nothing but net. That was a tough one. I mean, he's fading back on his 7th attempt. That one from 29 feet, nothing but net for his 5th make.
You can't do anything about that.
Good Lord.
Duncan was right in his airspace.
Duncan with a retaliation. You can do something there, but off the front iron from 27 feet. Boston 44-31. 4:31 remains here in the second quarter. Tatum trying to bounce off Tyler. Tyler holding his ground. He snaps the pass inside to Pritchard. He bobbles the ball, kicks the ball out of bounds, goes to the ball as Pritchard slaps the floor in frustration off that bobble. Turnover number 4 for Boston. 3 points on the board for Miami off those. 6 turnovers for the Heat, 6 points for Boston. So a little more manageable than those turns we saw over the weekend. Boston 44, Miami 31, 4:14 here in the second quarter. Tyler brings it up right side. Screen from Bam, gets down to the baseline, curls all the way through. Lost the ball, trying to snap it inside. White has the ball for 3, knocks it down. That's how you make the Heat pay for that funky turnover there. I mean, that ball just squirted right out of Tyler's hands like he just had a buttered biscuit. Biggest lead now for Boston.
That was game 2 right there in possession. And Derek White, by the way, again, I thought he was decently contested on that from Duncan. He is just in a heater right now, a heater in the Heater's house.
He has 22 of the 47 on the board for Boston, and I mean nobody in this game is close. Adebayo, the Heat's leading scorer with 10. 47-31, Boston in command, 3:57 remains in this first half. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
At the UPS store, not every small business needs the same thing, but every small business needs something. We're the scanning and faxing store, the printing store, the packing and shipping store,
I need my designing place and my printing place to be the same place store.
We're the one-stop, right around the corner, everything you need so you can be unstoppable store. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. The UPS store locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Imagine a bank that is always in your court, one that sees their customers as part of a team with a common goal to achieve your dreams. Well, imagine that. There is one. We're Amerant. We're ready to help you wherever you are in life, and just as importantly, wherever you want to go. Because at Amerant, we want you to live a life beyond what you could imagine. Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat. Member FDIC.
We love the game because anything can happen. There's no sure thing.
How did that go in?
Every play, every shot,
Are you kidding me?
every swing is a risk if you bet.
I can't believe that just happened.
There's no easy money. There's no luck. And no one wins all the time. If you bet, bet responsibly and always set a limit. Learn more at responsibleplay.org.
You begged for more. So now, Blink 182 are coming again. One more time. Live at Kaseya Center, Friday, June 21st. With special guest, Pierce the Veil. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Emergency contact. Blink 182, the brand new album, One More Time, is available everywhere now. Visit Blink182.com.
Back to Miami Heat action. The Heat is on the radio.
Celtics have their biggest lead of Game 3 with 3:57 remaining in the second quarter. Boston 47, Miami 31. The Heat's commitment to threes was apparent right from the jump tonight. 7 of their first 13 shots were from beyond the arc, but so far they haven't fallen. Miami just 2 of 12 from deep. 7 turnovers have led to 9 Boston points, and, well, Derek White, he's been leading everything for the Celtics. 6 triples on his 8 attempts from there. He has 22 points. We'll talk more about this first half coming up at the end of this quarter with the Bacardi halftime report. Jackson, Amy, back to you.
Thank you, buddy. The Dolphin Mall, Pembroke Lakes Mall, Dayland Mall, Miami International Airport, and Kaseya Center store locations are packed with the latest and greatest in white-hot playoff merchandise. Log on to MiamiHeatStore.com to check out store hours and get your white-hot playoff gear now. Amy, Derek White's doing it himself. 8 of 10, 8 of 12, 6 of 8 from downtown. Brown, Tatum, and Porzingis combined 4 of 16.
Well, they're letting them cook too, right? I mean, that's part of it. When you got someone that's hot, I mean, get them the ball, and they are.
Bam, free throw line jumper on the feed from Tyler. Too hard.
And not one Miami rebounder with the... I guess they're trying to get back on defense, right? But
all black jerseys.
Like to see them have to work for those boards a little bit.
Tatum gets it for Porzingis. Left dark, handoff to Brown. Kick back out top to Tatum. Bounce pass in between. He defenders to White. He misses it. Sick pass by Tatum. Tyler on the other end. Snaps to H. Jaquez catch, fire, misses the 3 behind the basket from the right corner pocket. Not the spinning carom he's looking for in his second attempt from downtown. Jaquez 2 for 6 in 14 minutes. As the Heat trail 47-31. Bam's the leading scorer for Miami. He's 5 of 10. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. And a foul of the nitpicky variety called on Caleb Martin as he bounces into the hot hand of Derek White on the K.
And the whistle doesn't blow until Derek White, 2 seconds later, throws his head up.
And now an offensive foul. And it's going to be on Horford as Porzingis went flopping like he's 6'2". And Bam and Caleb were all in the mix, too.
Bam trying to fight over top of the screen. Bam's playing tough, right? Like, he's trying to establish that toughness.
That foul should have been on Porzingis, by the way. Here's Tyler on the drive to Jaquez, bounces out of the corner. 0 for his last 9 for downtown, so not a bad idea. Gets it out to H. He fires a 3. Misses from the left side of the arc. Haywood was 0 for 2 from downtown on Saturday, and in this one, 0 for 2 so far as well. Porzingis the handoff to Brown. He'll attack Jaquez. Jaquez slaps it back. And Porzingis is gingerly, as Amy noted, walking. He's got his hands on his head.
He's calling for a sub.
They need to foul. They got to foul and foul hard. As Porzingis is now pounding his head with his fists, and he is laboring. He can't put much weight. It seems like on that right leg.
And right to the locker room. Sorry, Jax, I didn't mean to jump on your call, but I saw him right away look up to the bench and start waving in the middle of action. So
it is a part of his story, as great as he is. That man, be it in Washington, New York, or here in Boston, is not always available. He trailed 47-31. Work to do with or without that man on the floor. 2:26 to go here in the first half. Jaquez feeds Tyler. He's facing Horford, who's got a bigger load to carry now. Cornetto gets some time as well. Right baseline jumper. Tyler doesn't go. Tatum snatches and throwing elbows as he snatches it down and around, making sure he gets that rock in hand. Now it's Holiday flipping the Tatum up top. He's got Tyler. Pulls him back. 9 on the shot clock. 2 on the game clock. Minutes, that is. He works Tyler down to the top of the circle. Double team comes. Flip to Horford. He misses the 3 from the right side of the arc, and the tap goes out of bounds, but it's going to be a loose ball foul on Miami. I think it's going to be on H.
Yeah, that's what they're calling.
That's his third personal. And it sends Boston to bonus. So, Porzingis out due to injury. We'll get word on what that is, I'm sure, at halftime. Horford already on the floor with Holiday, White, Tatum, and Brown. This is a free throw.
They have to. Boston now, obviously Porzingis not available at this moment. Boston has got to Boston has to play Al Horford. And Miami has to take advantage. On the previous possession, he got switched up on Tyler Hero, and Tyler settled for a mid-range jumper, partly because there was other bodies around him. Just give him space and give him time to create. And that's where, if you're Miami, I think sometimes simple is better. Where's your matchup? Where's your mismatch? And attack it.
Brown made the second. He's 2 of 4 from the line. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Boston up 48-31. 31 first half points for Miami. As Bam tries to change it, got to get off it, gets to Hotcast, gets by Brown, pauses, puts it up, misses. Bam does it on the cleanup. Bam's 8th rebound, he has a dozen points. He trailed 48-33. The drive by Brown up. He misses the bunny. Right at it. Bam feeds Hotcast, who gets it to Caleb to catch the fire. The 3 from the right corner pocket. This is the energy Miami needs in the last minute of this quarter, trailing 48-36. White, 22 points, leading Boston. He has the rock on the bottom of the ball in play. Martin on his hip. Tried to steal one, pulls it back on the switch. He moves it to Tatum, who's got to deal with Caleb. Ran off the push. He fires a 3, knocks down the 3.
Man,
I don't know how he does it. Gets that forearm out to pop you right in the neck and then elevate with the same motion. It's beautiful.
And Caleb, what is you're not supposed to flop. They don't want you flopping, right? I don't know how you can clear space.
Caleb talking to the crew chief, John Goebel, to try to get an answer. Got none. Boston up 51-36. 42 seconds remain in the quarter. Caleb, the drive right side, pulls it back out top. As White feeds, Bam. He'll face Horford. Go to work. Drives across. Kicks it to Hotcast. Now into the hands of Martin. He'll reverse it. Put it up. Got hit. He's down. So is Bam. It's 5 on 3 after the miss. The snap inside to Horford. He missed the dunk. They're going to give him the bucket because somebody's hand. I think it was Hotcast went through the bucket. I don't even think that needed to happen for the missed dunk. I'm pretty sure Horford threw it off the iron. I don't know. I don't know. You can't hit the net either, so there's probably some of that. 15 seconds remain in the second quarter. Celtics up 53-36. 36 first half points for this Miami Heat offense that has been a problem. Except in game 2. Here's Bam for 3 at the end of the half. It's off. Bam Adebayo. 0 for 5 in this series from the arc. 1 for 10 overall in the last 6 games, including the 2 play-ins. He's 0 for 11 now in his career from 3. Amy, this offense is not found it just yet.
I'd say that I actually don't mind their shot profile. I think they are generating good shots. Some of them just aren't falling, but I would say Derek White obviously is the difference maker in this game. That being said, Miami's got to calm down and understand. We don't know with Kristaps Porzingis, but that is a game changer, and they've got to come out so aggressive and attack mentality, and they've got to find a way to get some of these shots to fall, Jax.
And get to the line. 10 of 12 for Boston from the line. 1 for 1 for Miami in the first half from the line. Boston ends the quarter on a 12-5 run, up 53-39 at the break. We'll take that when we come back. It's the Bacardi Halftime Report with Tommy and Alejandro. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999.
Start your day with news where you live. With Wink, you're closer to home. I'm Corey Lazar. It's what's happening in your city, what's new in your neighborhood, and what to expect where you'll be today. If your local news seems light on local news, change the channel to Wink for the most local news, weather, and traffic in Southwest Florida. Weekday mornings on Wink. First, fair, everywhere.
Gentlemen, have you been hitting the gym more this year, but you feel like you're not getting the results you want? It's frustrating, right? And if you're over 40, see, the problem might be low T. Testosterone is the primary hormone needed for building muscle, and if your testosterone's low, you'll be working twice as hard at the gym and not getting anywhere. So know before you go. Get your testosterone tested at C4MH.com. Just $45 gets you lab tests and a medical exam. And C4MH.com only treats with pharmaceutical testosterone, not that cheap cut rate compounded testosterone that all those pop-up tea clinics use. C4MH.com never makes you pay for treatments in advance. There's no financial contracts to sign and no financing needed, as C4MH.com is a medical clinic, not a marketing company. Just $170 a month and $90 for follow-up labs. No surprises, no upsells, and no add-ons. C4MH.com is the leader in low T care and has been since 2011 with 18 locations between Tarpon Springs and Naples. That's C4MH.com.
This message is sponsored by the Florida A&M University Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Mary on Demand is live. Start your marijuana education journey today. Learn at your own pace and check out the Medical Marijuana Education Series. You decide what you'd like to learn and when with Mary on Demand. Visit mary.famu.edu. That's mmeri.famu.edu. And remember, recreational marijuana is still illegal in Florida. Mary, educate, learn, talk.
105.9 Fox Sports Radio. It's a white-hot Heat halftime show on the Miami Heat audio experience. Presented by Bacardi.
Bacardi. It doesn't matter if you're courtside or in the 400 level. Enjoy yourself like you're the most valuable player. Bacardi. Live passionately, drink responsibly.
Tyler's got open space, throws it up to bam! Two hands from the heavens over the top of Horford.
And all Tyler did was reject the ball screen. Everybody thought he was going to take it, and he went the other way with a little spin.
Showing some night moves, but once again, the Heat offense struggling to get going in spurts. Our score through 24, Boston 53, Miami 36. The visitors are attempting to seize the day again in game number 4. Let's welcome in Alejandro Solana. And unlike the previous game on Saturday, the Heat wasn't playing poorly early, but the Celtics did have the 3-ball going and was living at the line. If they weren't burying triples, they got ahead by 15. Saturday, the lead ballooned into the 20s. It was pretty much all she wrote. Well, the Heat hung tough for a while in that second period, yet doesn't it seem the Celtics have held control most of the game thanks to number 9?
Yeah, Derek White's just been unstoppable, Tommy. I hate to say it, but 22 points in that first half. He's knocked down 6 of his 9 attempts from 3. He's taken some shots that are just ridiculously contested. Doesn't matter. Nothing but net for Derek White. And when you look at everybody else, Jack's mentioned it. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, 6 and 8 points there. Kristaps Porzingis with just 7. Who knows how he's going to look in the second half if he even comes out. That injury looks serious. It's been all Derek White, and it's all the Celtics have needed because, once again, Miami just not executing consistently enough on the offensive end.
Our score at halftime, Boston 53, Miami 36. Up next, Holiday Road is clicking. Alejandro rejoins us with a look at the key numbers in this evening's game in a matter of moments. This is the Bacardi Halftime Report on the Miami Heat audio experience.
Can health insurance be a doorway to a healthier life? To yoga classes? To nutrition classes? To nurses you don't need an appointment to see? Or even community specialists who give you access to helpful resources? It can. Our Florida Blue Centers offer all that and a whole lot more. All you have to do is walk through the door. What else can health insurance do? Find out at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
When it comes to basketball in Florida, Valley Sports Sun is the heart of the state, bringing you to the hardwood for all the biggest moments.
He's on fire!
Watch your hometown team turn up the temperature as they battle the very best around the league.
Oh, my.
Plus, pregame with your favorite Valley Sports team before and after each game for the Heat live pre- and post-game shows.
Yes.
Catch the Heat all season long on Valley Sports Sun, the Valley Sports app, and Valley Sports Plus.
Time for more of the halftime show on the Miami
Miami Heat audio experience.
Here's Tyler on the drive, put it up, powered on the chest of Porzingis and got it in. Boston 13, Miami 12. Tyler leading all scores with 7.
In the first few minutes when the teams were trading hoops, then the Celtics began turning it into a Boston 3 party again. Our score at the break, Boston 53, Miami 36. Let's welcome back Alejandro, and the Celtics obviously taking a page out of the White Album. In the first 3 games, Derek has just been hanging around for the most part, playing steady. Then this evening he's poured in 22 points at the break. Tyler Hero got off to a good start, as we just heard, scoring 9 of the team's first 14 points. Bam Adebayo picked things up after that. But doesn't it seem like really others are having difficulty for Miami, and Derek White's just taking over where everybody else was doing the job in the first 3 games?
Yeah, you got to credit him because he's really been the engine for that Celtics team. They're getting out in transition. They're finding the hot hand. For Miami, the hot hand was Tyler Hero, as you mentioned, Tommy. I thought his aggression was excellent early on. I thought the energy in this building was really feeding off the way that the Miami Heat was playing as well. But one too many times this season, we've talked about Miami going through these long spurts offensively where nothing falls. And despite getting quality looks today, whether around the rim or from 3, Miami missed their first 6 shots to start the second quarter. They were stuck at 31 for over 5 minutes of full game action. They had just 7 points in this second quarter with over a minute to go before a little 5-0 run with a Caleb Martin 3 and a Tyler finish down low. Miami has to find more ways, Tommy, to find those looks that are going to fall for them. Because, hey, whether or not Kristaps Porzingis comes back, you know Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are going to want to look to have much better second halves. Those points have to come right now for this Miami Heat team.
Our halftime score, Boston 53, Miami 36. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Florida Blue, the official health solutions partner of your Miami Heat. Still ahead, showing Thunder Heart in the Crescent City. A quick look at all the activity on the Hardwoods NBA Miami Heat audio experience.
Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of seats available for every game. It's the official ticket marketplace of the Miami Heat and the NBA. Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility. To sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets. Make getting in on game day a breeze. Buy or sell tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/heat. Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and I have some exciting news. Good Greek has been awarded National Mover of the Year. You've trusted the Good Greek for decades with your family's moving and storage needs. Now Good Greek is proud to be the nation's top mover. So when it's time for you to move across town or across the country, trust America's best mover, Good Greek. GoodGreek.com for Good Greek, the national mover of the year.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
At the UPS store, not every Small business needs the same thing, but every small business needs something. We're the scanning and faxing store, the printing store, the packing and shipping store,
I need my designing place and my printing place to be the same place. Store.
We're the one stop right around the corner. Everything you need so you can be unstoppable store. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. The UPS store locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Time for more of the halftime show on the Miami Heat audio experience.
Our score at recess, Boston 53, Miami 36. Well, Alejandro, the Heat doing a good job on Brown, Porzingis, and Tatum. Holding the trio under 20 points most of the half. Yet the exploits of White, obviously letting them carry the contest. The Heat have only under 40 points, 36 at the half. Where might the Heat be able to find offense in the second half of this game to make this somewhat respectable in the second half?
Yeah, Tommy, I think at the basket, and I know we want to see those threes falls. There's no doubt Miami has to keep taking them, right? Haywood Highsmith, Caleb Martin, Jaime Jaquez Jr., they haven't had much success from down there. But I think, as Amy noted, the shot profile has been solid for the Heat. You just have to hope that those fall, but Miami just one free throw those fall. Or in this ball game, they have to continue to attack. I thought Tyler Hero and Bam have done a good job of getting there. Hopefully you get the benefit of the doubt with the whistle at some point. Try to slow this game down, make it much tougher for Boston to get out in transition and find Derek White.
On the Monday, NBA playoff scoreboard. Oklahoma City leads New Orleans 6 minutes into the game, 13-10. Thunder win that one. They take the series in 4 straight. Lakers and Denver tipping off in about 90 minutes. A mile high. That's game number 5. Nuggets win that one. They win that series. Our halftime score, Boston 53, Miami 36. This has been the Bacardi Halftime Report presented by Bacardi. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA. Coral Gables, Florida. When we return, we'll rejoin Jason Jackson and Amy Audibert with second half action from the Kaseya Center. This is the Bacardi Halftime Report on the Miami Heat audio experience.
Over 50 years, this is Brian Creel here with my daughter, Sam. and Son Trace from Creel Tractor Company. We want to thank you, Southwest Florida, for supporting us and Kubota Tractor since 1972. Creel Tractor is having its Kubota Orange Day sales event April 12th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We are going to have food, games, music, and plenty of giveaways. That's April 12th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Creel Tractor Company. Don't miss out. Thank you, Southwest Florida, for over 50 great years.
Creel Tractor. Dig up a great deal at Creel.
Serving Southwest Florida since 1972.
Hey, Sean Hannity here for Cathedral Roofing Innovations. Now, it's been well over a year since Hurricane Ian hit and went through our little slice of paradise. Many homeowners have heard my message to rely on Cathedral Roofing Innovations. If it's tile, metal, shingle, residential or commercial, Cathedral Roofing Innovations has you covered. If you haven't had your roof inspected recently, you need to call Cathedral Roofing Innovations today. And in addition to roofing, they just recently partnered with Signature Gutters, who have more than 20 years experience in gutters, soffit, rescreening, and Signature exterior experts for all of your home's pressure washing needs. By a licensed professional. Cathedral Roofing Innovations, Signature Gutters, and Signature Exterior Experts that stand behind their work to your satisfaction. So get your roof secure by going to cathedralroofingflorida.com. That's one word, cathedralroofingflorida.com.
Start your
day with news where you live. With Wink, you're closer to home. I'm Lindsay Sablon. It's what's happening in your city. What's new in your neighborhood and what to expect where you'll be today. If your local news seems light on local news, change the channel to Wink for the most local news, weather, and traffic in Southwest Florida. Weekday mornings on Wink. First, fair, everywhere.
105.9 Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, man, it's the biggest. Boss Ricky Rose, I'm so excited. The Heat in the white hot playoffs. We need everybody in the city. Everybody in the state turning up. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Y'all know what it is, baby.
Ricky Rose, thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Celtics. (53-36) as we await the third quarter, led by the unleashing from downtown by Derek White, 22 points. Most coming from 6 made three-pointers, the most against Miami in a first half of a playoff game in Heat playoff history. Tip of the cap to Mr. White in that area. If you're just tuning in, Porzingis went out in the second.
To get you the maximum money for your injuries. Experience 7 free. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Main office, Fort Lauderdale.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Back to Miami Heat action. The Heat is on the radio
5:25 to go in the third quarter. Boston leading Miami 66-43. Who's to say how much money Jason Tatum is going to command when his offseason extension is announced? But one thing he's going to use in his favor is part of his 22-point performance in the last game. It wasn't the 22 themselves, but the total allowed him to have scored the third most points in the postseason before turning 27. 11th overall among active NBA players, only behind Jimmy Butler and Paul George to get to 9th. His all-around play has never been better, and his dominant play overall, leading the series in points, rebounds, and just passing Tyler Hero in assists. He admits, like D. Wade used to say, playoffs are not fun. Fun comes after the series in the summer with family. Business-like gets it done, and not many are playing better the way that he's playing, except for maybe Mr. White this evening. I see what the cheers are, Jack, as Mr. Messi, the number one sports celebrity, seems these days in the city of Miami, is joining us this evening.
Tommy, that cheering was for your report. Messi just happens to be in the building. Here's Bam up top. Letting a three go. And that will not be his first made playoff three, but a flip and reverse by Mills getting it underneath to get a bucket out of it.
I like that Bam took the shot. They're leaving him wide open, and you have to do it. I'm sorry, but we know that Bam should be confident from long range. He got hot towards the end of the season there.
Retaliation from White doesn't happen. Offensive rebound. There'll be no bucket for Horford because there was a foul before he got to put it back up. It'll be on H for Highsmith, his fourth personal foul.
Yeah, Haywood was beside Horford, and that one's not lack of effort. He just got overpowered inside by a bigger guy.
Far side inbounds. Tatum snaps it into White up top, right back to Tatum, left side of the arc. Tyler in front. H comes over to double, so to White for three. Knocks it down. Rotation was late by Mills. Not sure why you're doubling off anybody, particularly the guy that's made 7 of 12 from downtown. Here's Bam. Fadeaway jumper. Gets knocked to the ground by Horford. No call as he misses from the bottom of the circle. Brown coming the other way. Spins on right. Jump pass behind him. Tatum was there to bail him out. Tatum and Tyler up top. One-on-one. Bam's in the neighborhood to help, but a sidestep fire three over the top. A brick by Tatum. He's 2 for 5 from downtown, 10 points. Bam's 11th rebound in this double-double night. He's got 14 and 11. Here's Tyler. Gets it to H on the right side, almost right into the Celtics bench. He'll power up on White, puts it up, bounces off. White gets the ball. I think his feet were out of bounds when he touched that ball, by the way, but no call. Gets it up to Horford. White gets it back, scoops it up, got it to go. Easy night at the yard for White. His 12th make in 19 tries. He has 31, 5 points away from his playoff high from his San Antonio days. Right elbow jumper by Mills. Nothing but net for him. 71-47. Celtics in control with 3:33 here in the third remaining.
I would love to see Derek White not get a shot off on this possession, right? When you talk about Miami's usually so good at making in-game adjustments, and
White had to get off the ball there with DeLon all over him. Gets to Tatum. Powering on H. He rips it away, and they call it a foul. That'll be number 5 for Haywood Highsmith. Got 2 more. Actually, just 1 more now. My bad. Bill Hardage. Finish up strong.
I thought Haywood actually stayed in front, and Spo's telling him, he actually got hooked, but again, he's never going to get the benefit of that. Haywood did such a great job of moving his feet and keeping his shoulders in front of Jason Tatum, and I thought he actually got 2 hands on that ball, but I guess maybe they're calling the block. I didn't see if it was a block or it was a hand check.
H will sit down. Alquez back. Hauser and Cornette on the floor as Horford and Brown get a breather. For Cornette, this is his first action in the game. Hauser 10 minutes, missed the only 3 he put up, got a couple rebounds. Free throws go for Tatum. He has 12 and 10. He's got a double-double as Patty Mills misses a gimme bunny right at the rack on the right side. Left hand, right hand, left side. Here's White right down the middle. Another bucket.
I think
should he feel something? Shouldn't he bounce off somebody's body?
I mean, And also, he should be attracting all the attention. The guys not helping off because they're worried about Tatum and those guys.
And one for Hawkes as he gets Hauser down to the top of the restricted arc. 11 of 33 points in this quarter. The game's star of the night, Derek White.
Jaime looked like he was coming up limping a little bit, Jax. Keep your eye on that.
8 points. He makes the free throw, his first of the contest. Make it 9. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, a steal in 21 minutes for Hawkes. White gets it up over. They're losing right. Gets it to the foul magnet, Jason Tatum.
Well, DeLon was on the ground in the open court there, and I think he believes he got picked off, but that's why there was a wide open guy streaking down the middle of the court. Bam's 4th foul.
Tatum at the line where he's 4 for 4. Tatum himself now with 3 more free throws than the Miami Heat entirely. 5 for 5 now, 13 points. Boston 13 to 15 from the line. The Heat 2 for 2. And that's not for not attacking or engaging in defense. The last check, they've been in the paint more than Boston. Here's Mills for 3. Got it after a beautiful job rubbing off that Bam screen at the top of the yard. Boston 77-53, 2:17 to go here in the third.
Patty's clapping his hands, animated. Good for him. Like that's what you need.
Tatum up top. Tries a cross. Hawkes who stays with him, pulls it back. Jumper rattles out from the right elbow. Rebound for Tyler. His second to go with 12 points. Gets it Bam. Bam attacking. Cornette loses the rock. Pritchard picks it up, flips it ahead to Tatum. He'll scoop it, left hand, right side for the lay-in.
Yeah, Patty did a nice job there. I mean, he's just way undersized, if you will, and Tatum got over top of him. But I don't care. I just like the effort from Patty Mills at this point, and that's why I'm making that point.
Hawkes double team, found Bam with a bounce pass, kicks it to right in the right corner, bobbled it. He'll drive right baseline, get it up, leave it for Bam. He'll get up, missed it. Cornette right there, got it up, and they're going to count it. Bam got the bucket. Bucket's good. That foul will be on Cornette, his first. Bam goes to the line for the very first time in 33 minutes of work. Where he has a double-double,
yeah,
by the way.
And it is a little bit hard to explain, though, Jax. Miami gets in these little pockets, and we're seeing it right now where it's almost as if no one wants the ball in their hands on the offensive end. And that, I mean, Bam, that happened with what? About a second and a half left on the shot clock.
Yep.
And you just can't play like that against one of the top defenses in the NBA as well. They're having a great old time watching you not want to shoot the ball on the offensive end.
Bam made the free throw. He has 17 and 12 plus 4 assists. He trails 79-56, a little full court pressure. Jam up things for Boston a little bit, but they get it up across the timeline on time. Tatum has it up top. Tyler goes to meet him. Tatum just dribbling the air out of it, spins past Tyler into Bam, puts it up, misses the tap by Cornette. Twice, got it the second time. Delay game warning on Boston after tapping that ball after the make, but I'm not sure they care. Up 81-56 with under a minute to go here in the third. Mills brings it up. Hits to Bam, gets it back. Mills up top, hand off to Tyler. Drives down the right side, puts it up off the glass, too hard, ball loose. White has it, across the timeline. Elevates, fires a 3 in front of Bam's face, misses it, fair caught by Cornette. Gets it to Hauser for 3, misses from the left side. Tyler the rebound, is third. 22 seconds remains in the third. Bam fires a 3, knocks down his first career playoff 3.
Not thinking
1 for
about
13
that.
from downtown.
Not thinking about that one, right? Like, just catches the ball, no one's in front of me, let me just shoot it. And
Cornette did not do his patented
I noticed
contest
that.
there.
I noticed that. I think, you know what, usually when he does that, he's kind of like in the paint, right? Just do it. Like that time, I thought he was attempting to close out.
Trying to just lean forward. At 7-2. Celtics 81, Heat 59. 7 seconds remain here in the third. Tatum with the rock up top. Caleb in his face. He'll fire right in his face, and another air ball for Tatum, who's now 2 for 6 from downtown, 4 for 13 for the game, which is perfectly fine because his buddy Derek White, 33 points, leading all scorers on the floor tonight.
Jax, 22 points, right?
22 is the separation. You're right. 12 minutes to go.
If you can get it to 12.
Halfway through?
Yeah, I would say 7 minute mark. 6 minute mark.
Then you're in it.
I'm in it.
You're in it?
I'm in it.
I'm still 10. I'm in it. That's how it works. Not changing. Must be the dog in it.
Well, at least you're consistent.
Somebody, right? Celtics 81. Heat 59. All we need is 12 more minutes for
and
that
a lot of points and a lot of stops.
All that. This is the Miami Heat.
Don't sweat. Call Brett.
Hey, Southwest Florida. It's Crystal with Brett Air Conditioning. Did you know that your air conditioning system runs approximately 3,000 hours to keep your home cool during the summer months? If your system is getting up there in age and is struggling to keep your home comfortable, now is the time to replace with a more efficient system. But don't worry, Red Air Conditioning has got you covered. Right now, we're offering up to $600 in instant rebates on qualifying equipment until the end of May. So call our office today to schedule your free estimate with our Comfort Advisor and to learn more about our Train Spring rebate. Don't sweat, call Brett. Keeping you cool since 1972. License number CAC 1819995.
Don't sweat. Call Brett.
Hey, Florida residents, are you part of an organization or business that provides services to seniors in need? If you answered yes, the Florida Department of Elder Affairs needs you. The department relies on statewide partners to help address the needs of Florida seniors. If you're interested in joining the partnership program, please call 850-414-2138. Thank you for supporting the seniors in your community. This message is sponsored by the Florida Department of Elder Affairs, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, at this station.
105.9 Fox Sports Radio. Back to Miami Heat action. The Heat is on the radio.
Want to rep your Miami Heat on the road? Head to your local DMV office or log on to heat.com/viceplate for a list of locations to purchase the best license plate in the state. A portion of the fee benefits associated charities and the Florida Sports Foundation. So log on to heat.com/viceplate to get your plate. Headed to the fourth quarter now. Celtics 81, Heat 59. When your Heat travel to Boston, take on the Celtics for Game 5. We'll fly up tomorrow. Game on Wednesday. Join those who aren't on that trip. There'll be an American Social in Brickell for our road rally presented by Bacardi. Enjoy the ultimate game-watching experience with Bernie, Dale, the Hoop Troop, and the rest of the gang as we take the Heat to American Social. Full court pressure by Miami as Pritchard gets it in and brings it up. Hauser, Horford, Holiday, and Brown helping out. Patty Mills is all over.
Getting turns. What do we got here? An offensive
foul the other way. I mean, Patty Mills, not just showing energy, but trying to get it into his other teammates. That foul's on Brown. His second.
You saw DeLon Wright grabbing onto his head or his neck area. So I was too captivated by Patty.
You and me both, as he has the rock up left side. It's Kevin Love, who's getting held by Pritchard back out top. A three and a foul. Horford fouled Patty Mills as he went up at the top of the arc to offer that three. And he'll head to the line, getting slapping, dapping 5.
And that works out in Miami's favor. But Jax, Kevin Love did not just grow a freaking hand on his hip.
You mean that Pritchard hand?
But when you're trying to make an entry pass, and everyone's looking, I don't get it. But it works out in Miami's favor, so we'll take it. You just got to stay tough. But to me, again, like, I just love this game, and I love the integrity of the game, and I love the rules of the game. And they just change. And it's really hard to explain.
You ain't wrong.
I love working for position, right? And when you work for position, you earn that position.
Mills missed the first, made the second. He's getting 3 here. He was shooting 3. When clobbered atop by Mr. Horford.
All right, you got it to twin. Here we go.
Mills made the third. 81-61. Holiday brings it across the timeline, met by Tyler at the top of the arc. Bounce pass to Horford with Love on it. Hand off back to Holiday for 3. He misses that 3. Love gets the rebound, pushes it up. Looking to his left. Bounce pass to Mills. He'll catch, he'll fire. He'll miss that 3. Caleb trying to come in and knock it away. Mills almost snatched it from Horford, but he got it to Holiday in time. Holiday will bring it up the right side. Balls in the Kaseya Center logo. Near side. Snap it to his left to Brown. Brown with 13 points in this one. 5 of 12 in 28 minutes. Attacking. Now a finger roll that's too easy down the middle.
Yeah, it's tough. There's no help.
Went right by 3 Heat defenders around the free throw line. It was wide open for the rest. Wright gets it to Hero. Hero replaces his space at the top of the arc. Gets it to Love. Right back out to Caleb for 3. Swirls in. A 3. Caleb's third make in 9 tries. His second money ball in 5 attempts. He has 8 points in 26 minutes. A couple steals, 1 assist, 3 rebounds. Boston up 83-64. 10:24 to go. Foul on Caleb Martin as he was riding the left hip of Mr. Brown about 21 feet from the bucket. What looked like a legal guarding position. Not called that.
Yeah, John Gobel's calling that from behind. So, again, it's just such a strange spot to be able to see what you're calling.
Inbound to Pritchard. He'll snap it to his right to Horford, who just traveled. Had a pivot foot down and just dragged it. Gets it to Pritchard, right back to Horford for 3. He knocks it down from the top of the arc. 1 for 2 from downtown for Horford. He has 5 points, 7 rebounds. Celtics up 86-64. 10 minutes to go. Here in game 4. Love for 3. Misses from up top. Boston up 2-1 in the series, looking to go up 3-1. The franchise has never lost a series. Ever. But they go up 3-1. Pritchard feeds Holiday right side. He's backing down Mills to the mid post, now down to the right block. Fade away, fires, air ball. Love one-hand rebound on the other block. Gets to the right. He'll push it down the middle of the floor, bobble it a little, get it. Got some open space, drive it all the way, put it up off the glass. Got a foul to go back in for him on the left-hand layup. Mr. Wright, his first bucket in 2 tries. Heat down 86-66, 9:13 remains. Hauser with the rock on the left side, smothered by Caleb, trying to get it to Holiday, knocked out of bounds by Love.
And then Miami, 9 minutes and 6 seconds, and they have to keep their intensity all the way up on the defensive end. You got another game to play in Boston in 2 days. You cannot look defeated. You cannot act defeated.
Star of the night, 33 points, 7 of 13 from downtown. Derek White, in 32 minutes, returns to the game. Hauser will sit down. Inbound to Pritchard. He'll drive. He'll put it up. Misses with the left hand on the left side. Love gets a rebound. Kicks it up to Tyler. Across the timeline with the right hand dribble. Now attacking. Pauses at the free throw line. Pump fake. Fade. Fire. Knocks it down. Here comes that heat pressure again.
They have to, right? They've got to speed Boston up a little bit. Otherwise, this is a team that's going to just walk the ball up and take their time.
Tyler with 14 points. Heat down to 86-68. 8:35 to go. Brown inside. Spins, puts it up, bounces out. Love the rebound, fakes the kick ahead. He'll just push it up. Loses the ball to Brown in the middle of the floor. Should have got it to Wright. And he'll put it up and miss it. Does Brown, and a clobber by Horford. Knocking Love in the back. And Kevin saying, hey, listen, ball handlers, come to the ball.
I'm not bad. And that's not a disrespectful comment. to Kevin Love, but Bam is much more comfortable in the dribble. And when Jaylen Brown started moving toward him, somebody's got to come make a relief cut and help him out a little bit.
18-point game with 8:20 to go.
It's Horford's fourth foul.
Pritchard it out. Tatum is back. Tyler driving on Holiday, pulls it back. Gets to the top of the arc, drives, gets to Patty Mills, who just got cracked on the right side of the arc by White. That'll be his third personal foul. They got one more to give. The Heat 3 more until it's bonus time for Boston. 8:07 remains here in the fourth and final quarter of regulation. Far side, inbound. Mills will handle it. Pekin gets it into Tyler, right side of the arc. Holiday with a hand on him, drives right by him, elevates, knocks it down along the right baseline. Into the line goes Tyler Hero, who has 16.
Once again, he rejected a ball screen. Caleb came up to set the ball screen to the inside of the paint, and Tyler went baseline. And that's throwing Boston off a couple times tonight because they're anticipating him using that screen.
Tyler's going to shoot this free throw. I have a crazy idea for the next 8:02 as Tyler makes a free throw.
Get stops and score?
Get stops and attack.
Yeah.
Stop the clock, get to the line. That'll help. 86-71, some life in the building with 7:51 remaining in the contest. The feed to Horford. He kicks it out. The Holiday for three. He strokes it wide open in front of the Miami Heat bench.
And there's your Boston Celtics and why they are the season they've had. A huge possession, energy's back in the building, and they just calm down, touch the paint, kick out corner three. Boom.
Hero up top, changes gears, scoops up left hand, got hit, no whistle. Going to be out on him. He's checking on the camera operator, got him back up before he gets back on D. Kind of him. There's Tatum driving and cracking down a hammer on the right hand and stares down Caleb Martin.
Well, because Caleb was planted. Did they take that charge? Did they call that a charge?
That's a made bucket. And an assist for Holiday.
Well, what else can you do? You get 2 feet
That's
outside.
No, my goodness. Full
you can't run somebody over.
And south.
Look at Chris Quitt. You can't run somebody over who's planted. Like, why are we changing the rules of the game?
20-point game yet again for the Celtics. 91-71, 7:19 to go here in Game 4. Celtics, they want that 3-1 series lead. They're cruising toward it. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of seats available for every game. As the official ticket marketplace of the Miami Heat and the NBA, Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Buy or sell tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/heat.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and I have some exciting news. Good Greek has been awarded National Mover of the Year. You've trusted the Good Greek for decades with your family's moving and storage needs. Now Good Greek is proud to be the nation's top mover. So when it's time for you to move across town or across the country, trust America's best mover, Good Greek. Go to goodgreek.com for Good Greek, the National Mover of the Year.
Good Greek moving and storage, your superhero movers.
Andrea Bocelli in concert, sponsored by Stifel, presented locally by the Adrian Arch Center, December 22nd, 7:30 p.m. Kaseya Center, the world's most romantic voice. Andrea Bocelli in concert. Tickets on sale now at KaseyaCenter.com.
tonight's scoreboard update with Alejandro Solana.
And it's brought to you by Kaseya, the official IT solutions partner of the Miami Heat. Here at the Kaseya Center in downtown Miami, Boston leads Miami 91-71. Still 7:19 remains in the fourth quarter. Two other playoff games tonight. One is underway. The Thunder looking to close out the Pelicans in Game 4. They lead 40-37 late in the second quarter in New Orleans. Coming up after our game here in Miami, the Nuggets host the Lakers in Game 5 with a 3-1 series lead. Jamal Murray will start for the Denver Nuggets. And a quick update on the Panthers hosting the Lightning 28 miles north of us in Sunrise. Panthers lead 3-1 in the third period. If that result holds, they close out the Bolts and advance to round 2. Jackson, Amy, back to you.
Alejandro, thank you very much. Joe Mazzulla said about Game 3, Amy, before getting into this one, quote, we didn't make too many adjustments. We played a little bit harder. We played tougher. We dictated the physicality and tempo of this game. Don't see much difference in this one either, huh? Blocked by White, then snatched away by Mills, who had his feet, I believe, out of bounds, as Mills was the victim of that rejection.
Yeah, you appreciate the multiple efforts from Patty, but to your point, Jax, Miami came out tough, but you can't let up, right? I mean, Boston, once again, has out-toughed Miami. They have outplayed Miami, and I would say on key possessions, too.
Boston fans getting under the skin of the white-hot Heat Nation with a couple chants in the building, but they've earned it. Up 91-71 is Boston. 6:57 Heat in bonus. Brown on the drive, goes up on White, loses the ball. Wright was there to deter whatever he was trying to do, which I think was get up and create a highlight. Kick ahead to Caleb quickly by Tyler. He'll pull it back. Top of the arc, open for three, fires, and knocks it down. Martin, that's his third make in 6 tries from downtown. Heat up 91-74, 6:30 to go. 2 of 5 for 8 points for Caleb. Right to the drive. White misses. Bam gets it. Right down the middle of the floor he goes. Snaps to Caleb. Pump fake in the corner. Kicks it out top to Tyler. Gets to the left side of the arc. Tatum in front has a screen right from Bam. Gets to the top of the circle for the jumper. Nothing but net for Tyler Hero. His 8th make in 16 tries. He has 19. Bam has 20. By the way, 9th straight 20-point playoff game for Bam. And 11 on the board for Caleb. Those are the double-digit scores for Miami. 5 double-digit scores for Boston, led by the 33 points. The man with the right-hand dribble on the ball in flame, that is Derek White. Looking to his right. Elevates, fires, and misses. Offensive rebound by Holiday. Back out top to Brown. He'll miss the 3. Caleb snatches that one down with 2 hands. Scoops it up to Bam. He's coming down the right side, decides to take it right to Horford. Scoops it, got the bucket. Timeout Boston as Miami pushes back a bit. It's a 13-point game, baby.
It's a 7-0 Heat run, but Jax, and listen, they're making some quick reads. They're finally hitting some good shots tonight. But what I would say is, coming out of this timeout, like this next minute is it, right?
Do it again?
If you can get a couple more stops and scores, now you're talking. But you absolutely know the conversation in Boston's timeout right now is let's wait back up. Let's put this away right now. And Miami, they've given themselves a little glimmer of hope. But man, I would say out of this timeout is your biggest couple minutes in this game.
Get it to 10. We're back in. Celtics 91-78, 5:21 to go in a more jubilant Heat house here at Kaseya Center. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Hi there, Heat fans. This is Tommy Togg of your Heat Audio Experience. Join me every weekend on Heat Weekly to get you ready for the week's slate of games with some insider information. Every week you can listen in as I'm joined by your favorite Heat players and coaches.
I will bring this organization another championship. Excuse my language, but I'll die for this.
We had 2 and 3 of the best players on the court. I think that our team is one of the best teams of all time. We have everything that we need to compete for a title, and that's what matters.
Make sure you tune into Heat Weekly every Saturday starting at 10 a.m. on your favorite Heat station. Go Heat.
Imagine a bank that is always in your court, one that sees their customers as part of a team with a common goal to achieve your dreams. Well, imagine that. There is one. We're Amerant. We're ready to help you wherever you are in life, and just as importantly, wherever you want to go. Because at Amerant, we want you to live a life beyond what you could imagine. Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat. Member FDIC.
At the UPS store, not every small business needs the same thing, but every small business needs something. We're the scanning and faxing store, the printing store, the packing and shipping store,
I need my designing place and my printing place to be the same place store.
We're the one-stop, right around the corner, everything you need so you can be unstoppable store. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. The UPS store locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
When it comes to basketball in Florida, Valley Sports Sun is the heart of the state, bringing you to the hardwood for all the biggest moments.
Come on! He's on fire!
Watch your hometown team turn up the temperature as they battle the very best around the league.
Oh, my.
Plus, pregame with your favorite Valley Sports team before and after each game for the Heat live pre- and post-game shows.
Yes.
Catch the Heat all season long on Valley Sports Sun, the Valley Sports app, and Valley Sports Plus.
Back to Miami Heat action. The Heat is on the radio.
Bam Adebayo in fewer playoff games than Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron James. Now has the most double-doubles in Heat playoff history, matching LeBron at 31. They're doing it in this one with 22 points and 13 rebounds. A lead that was once as large as 28 for Boston is now 13. Miami with 5:21 to go, trailing 91-78. Here we go. On the floor, it's Adebayo, Martin, Hero, Wright, and Mills on defense against Brown, Tatum, White, Holiday, and Horford. Tatum with the rock up top. Moves it to his left to Holiday. Hand off to Brown on the left side of the arc. Fires back up top to Tatum. And there goes White.
Yeah, Patty got a little too excited and shoved him. Jason Tatum still put the shot up, and now he's on the ground.
He fell
grabbing
over
his ankle. Well, he
White after he shot it and a contest from Bam.
He shot the ball after the whistle was already blown.
And now Horford wants to bark at Bam for making sure that Tatum didn't get off a cheapie and get rolling. Tatum's 5 for 14 in this one.
Yeah, Patty definitely fouled. He got too excited, 2 hands on the back, but the whistle was blown, and so Tatum still shot it. Bam went to go contest it because he said, I'm not going to watch you make the shot go in. And I mean, I'm not sure how.
And he landed on Bam's right foot and rolled it to the ground.
I mean, the play was
on a
dead.
Dead ball.
The play was dead, and so it'll be interesting to see what the officials come up with. I mean, it's definitely a foul on Patty.
It's all dead ball action.
Right.
Trigger on the floor, see if a hostile act occurred after the defensive foul was called.
Hostile act? Get out of here.
He was trying to block a shot so
that shouldn't have gone up because it was a dead ball. No call. That's what I got here, John Goebel. Celtics 91-78, 5:04 to go. Porzingis already out of this one with an alleged calf injury. When I saw an ankle roll, hip bone connected to the knee bone type thing, but he hasn't been available in the second half. And they've only needed Mr. White all night, leading the way, 33 points, 18 for Tatum, 15 for Brown, 11 for Holiday. Bam had some choice words for Tatum, his buddy, on the ground. Get all that buddy stuff when you're playing.
Teammate this summer, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Who cares?
No doubt. Holiday there, too, right? Spo's going to be there?
I've never seen anything like this, so I'm really curious to see what the adjudication will be.
The dead ball dynamic has to come into play here. I mean, Tatum shouldn't even take the shot, let alone land it on Bam's foot inadvertently. But you go, I don't even know how you apply it. I'm not even doing a butt. Not even doing a butt there.
Tatum's back out here.
He's all right.
He's up.
Not made of plaster, Paris. He's all right. 91-78. Still waiting on John Goebel and the crew to let us know if they see some hostility at play. Bam was like, how about I get a flop call?
Well, if anything, Horford just plowed through Bam to get to him.
Exactly.
That would be interesting to see what they say. Just calling what's happening, people.
Yeah, it's just plowing through there. Like you want to do a dance? As we continue to stand by, we're going to let you know that we're back at it on Wednesday night.
Bam has his mouth covered as he's talking to official Mitchell Irvin, which means he doesn't want anybody to read his lips.
Game 5 will start our coverage here at 7. He's on the radio pregame show. Tip just after 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time from TD Garden. And John Goebel is still on the headsets, talking to his brother Jason Goebel, who's one of the replay officials, as well as Kevin Cutler. And whatever other brass decided to hang out at Replay Central at NBA Entertainment in Secaucus, New Jersey. What does this do for the momentum that Miami that got going? Like it just feels so stagnant and still and can't get anything going here now in a game that's 13 points.
After review, the dead ball contact by Adebayo has been ruled a flagrant foul, penalty 1. Additionally, the dead ball contact by Horford by bumping Adebayo has also been assessed a technical foul.
Well, they called everything after that dead ball.
Tatum will shoot 2 free throws as the ball was dead and not a shot attempt.
So it'll be 2 free throws for Tatum.
The guy who shot the ball.
Let me just lay it out. Tatum's going to shoot 2. And then there's got to be a technical foul on the Horford dynamic. And then there was a foul in there to shoot, right? What do we got here? There was a foul. We got to go back to the Mills foul, right? Still.
Yeah, Patty fouled Derek White off, like non-shooting foul. Yeah. And then they're calling a flagrant 1 on Bam, who was contesting a dead ball shot. I mean, now they're officiating play after the whistle.
It's dead ball.
Yeah. And Horford, wow.
It's not, and I know it's not easy for them because that doesn't have a lot of precedent.
No.
But they're just applying it like it was live ball action.
But it wasn't live ball action.
So Tyler's got a free throw to shoot, technical.
And look at Spo is like, explain this to us. You see that often, Jax, where after a dead ball, a guy will go to take a shot and somebody blocks it because they're like, yeah, well, I don't want you to see the ball go in the hoop.
Yeah, happens all the time. But rarely does a guy land on your foot and roll his foot down in one of the initiatives as Tyler misses the free throw. He misses the technical.
Well, and that's part of the standing around waiting for it, right? Because Tyler is an excellent free throw shooter. Nonetheless, you absolutely had to make that one.
Courtney Kirkland gave him all the time he could to get him to, at least warm up a little bit. But you got to shoot one. As Tatum makes his on the other bucket in front of the Heat bench. Our friends in section 112 and 113 try to do everything they can to distract the man, but
he's a perfect 7 for 7. He's had an excellent night for the free throw line. Make it 8.
Thought you talked that one out of there. 8 for 8 for Tatum, 20 points, and it'll be now Boston ball, far side, inbound. Tatum the handoff to White, left side of the arc, out top. The Holiday moves it to Brown for 3. He misses. Long rebound, tapped by Martin into the hands of Wright. Drops it past the timeline, trailing 93-78. The Nice to get a big bucket here from Miami. The drive by Tyler. Pauses mid-post right side. Gets it out to Martin. Martin will drive down that same side. Pause, put it up, miss it. Ball's loose. Bam taps it. So does Brown. Whose ball? Bam's bouncing around. He's asking for a review. There hasn't been a call, has there? Yes, it has. Bam tried to get the bench to swirl it, but Horford got it in quick, which he had the opportunity to by getting the rock handed to him. As you were noting earlier, not the same case for Miami. When Boston was mulling it over, here's White, drives, flips it up. His night, he has 35. I mean, he'd bobbling that ball around his belly and flipped that thing on his neck, and it went right in.
And that's been the night, right, in a nutshell, is that when things don't go your way, you still have to respond, and it just feels like Miami at times taking their foot off the gas. It's not always going to go your way, but you got to go down on the other end and make something happen.
Tyler, left baseline jumper in and out. Horford the rebound. Hero 8 of 17 in this one to get to his 19 points. 3 rebounds, 4 assists. 95-78, Boston in command with 3:40 to go. Working a little clock. Here's White, gets it to Tatum, gets to the left elbow. Bam seals him off. Kicks it out to White. Will shove off on Mills and fire at 3. Misses. Tyler the rebound. His 4th. He'll take it right down the middle of the floor. Holiday will pick him up at the timeline. Cracks it to a Bam screen. Tyler picks up his dribble with Horford in front. Snaps it to Mills. Mills dribbles it right off his own right foot. And there's a timeout on the floor. Boston will take a breather. Up 95-78 with 3:12 to go. And it felt like that little stretch of time right there was just a clock milker.
Yeah, and that little stretch of time right there was the game. Miami had the opportunity to have themselves a little push here late, and out of that debacle, whatever that was, Miami didn't capitalize on their free throws. Boston did, and then it turned into some empty possessions and some scores.
A dead ball jumper, enacting the Jaja rule on the land, is astounding.
And you're seeing all the assistant coaches talking to officials because, again, just trying to reestablish the rules of this game that we all love so much.
And it killed the Heat's momentum. That was the same time they had gotten into 13. It was a 7-0 run. Everything screeches to a halt for what felt like at least 5 real-life minutes, if not longer. That stuff actually matters. That's not whining and complaining. That was a 13-point game with 5:22 to go.
You never see Malik Allen, assistant coach Malik Allen. I never see him talk to anyone, to be honest with you.
Well, it's because Goebel isn't engaging. He's not de-escalating. He's just finger-wagging.
Not doing his job tonight.
He's like, hey, listen, I was on the phone with my brother, and we figured it out.
Boston's played a great game. I don't want to take away from that. They absolutely have. Just been frustrating. It's hard to, again, just...
Okay, you know what? I'm going to disagree. May I disagree with you? Boston's not playing a great game. They're playing a below-average game. They're at 95 points with 3:12 to go. They're going to have to work to get to 100. It's a team that is the best offensive team we've seen in the history of this game.
But they've responded.
Yeah, with some help.
There you go.
With some help. And here's Brown knocking it down right at the top. Free pass, straight to the free throw line all night. They get the body around, and the Heat have not responded the majority of the time. Here's Mills up top, missing the 3. Bam gets hit trying to put it back. Holiday underneath. And they've taken advantage of the opportunities they've been given, plus the ones they've created. And this Miami Heat offense has fallen off the side of the earth. And I give them credit for that. I will not take an ounce of that away. Man, oh man, I would have just liked to see just the guys on the floor have to handle that pushback by Miami over the last 5 minutes, rather than new precedent being put into the book for the NBA officials. 97-78 after Bam missed the first. The Heat 6 of 9 from the line, 16 of 18 from the line for Boston. So don't get all caught up looking at personal foul counts, 19-17. It's when those fouls were called and on whom. Non-shooting fouls versus shooting fouls, bonus versus not. Brown, right elbow pass, back out to Holiday. Brown passed off just to Goebel, who can't wait to get out of here tonight. Missed jumper on the left side by Holiday. Bam brings it down to the free throw line. Right-hand dribble, top of the arc. Caleb gets cracked to the ground. There's a foul on Brown, I believe. It is. He's not happy about that. He's just pointing back down to the other end of the floor going, well, what about that?
I mean, you just 2 minutes, 16 seconds. You got a game to play in 2 nights. I'm actually a little surprised that Joe's keeping all the guys in the game. I mean, you've seen KP's already out. Jason Tatum turned his ankle. It's interesting.
Yep.
But
he's an interesting dude.
But I would say this. I get it, because let's not forget last year. Boston has come to, right.
Yeah.
And I mean,
that fuels all of this. Celtics 97, Heat 80 after Caleb made that free throw. Martin, his first trip to the line this very evening. Second offering, same as the first. Up and in, he has 13. Full court pressure by Miami in this last 2:16, down 16. Tatum gets it in to White. He's got open spaces. He'll pause at the free throw line, pull it back out. Keep a right-hand dribble with that clock ticking, headed toward 2 minutes here in the fourth and final quarter of Game 4. Horford pump fake in the corner, drives baseline, gets up, throws it down. No one there after Caleb went for the ball fake. 99-81, Celtics all but have it with 1:50 to go. Caleb leaves it for Bam. Bam gets up, right hand, lays it in after switching it from his left. He has 25. Caleb's first assist. And a foul as DeLon Wright almost had Jason Tatum locked up in an 8-second violation.
now 1 second away.
Got to cross that thing over before 16 becomes 15 on the shot clock. 99-83, $1:36 to go. Gang Green in the building, standing up over there in section 101, 102, 103, 104 by the Celtics bench. Brown moves it to Horford, pump fake, another flyby. This time Mills, he fires a three, misses. Bam pulls down his 17th rebound. 25 and 17 in his 31st playoff double-double, most in Heat playoff history as Caleb stammers to a right-hand layup with the perfect English on the rock. 99-85, just over a minute to go. Holiday speeds down to the left elbow, picks up his dribble, gets it to Brown on the left side. He'll work a little back-down action on Tyler, snap it to Horford, moves it to White for three, knocks that down on the right side of the arc. Makes it a 17-point game with 45 seconds to go. 102-85. White got that career high. It's now 36 as Caleb knocks down a three at the top of the arc, making it 18. He's driving some people crazy, I know that. 102-88 with 30 seconds to go.
And that's the
complexion of this
part.
game is changing here in the fourth quarter.
Jax, once again, you hold one of the best offenses in the history that this league has seen to 102 points, and you just cannot score.
Tatum will submit to the shot clock violation. 15 seconds remain. Celtics 102, Heat 88. Caleb driving on Horford all the way through, takes it back out to the top of the arc, sidestep, fires a three in Horford's face. It's a miss. Tatum gets the rebound, and that'll do it. A spike of the rock on the floor by Tatum. White will hand it to Courtney Kirkland of the officiating crew, and Boston is up 3-1 as Bam continues the conversation with the crew chief, John Goebel, who assigned him a flagrant foul one.
You know, if you're Miami, of course you're upset and frustrated. I know the shots didn't go in, but I would say there was pockets of this game where they played defeated already. You can't tell me that Boston's having fun right now. Right? These are low-scoring games for the most part. It's not easy. And now you've got to go there, and you've got to do this again. But you have to do it for 48 minutes. You cannot do it for 40 minutes. You cannot do it for 42 minutes. You've got to give everything for 48 minutes, or you're done.
The Boston Celtics have won 6 straight games in the Magic City. Tied for third longest road win streak against any team. Brooklyn, Detroit, and Miami. Time now for the call of game. It's presented by Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat. Bam. He's coming down the right side, decides to take it right to Horford. Scoops it, got the bucket. Timeout Boston as Miami pushes back a bit. Is it 30?